Recording. So, last time we left off, the party were in the deep dark, joined by Vadmir, a small satyr girl, on the quest to find a crystal egg. You all drifted off in a long rest within the strange underground bioluminescent forest that Vadmir had been living in for months as a place of safety. During your rest, Liska and Grunker envisioned a nightmare depicting a glowing violet orb amidst twisting faces. When they woke up, they began to experience a strange phenomenon, betraying the beginnings of their descent into madness. Regardless, you made your way out of the grotto to explore the nearby unexplored areas of the cave systems that Vadmir had mapped out. On your way, you encountered the familiar patrol you found earlier, a goblin, a deep dwarf, and a strange small creature. You unsuccessfully stealthed and entered into the encounter, defeating them, and the small creature was revealed by Aja to be an intellect devourer. You hurriedly continued on your way, successfully navigating some unforgiving-looking corpse stool mushroom patches, pierced through an illusionary cave wall to find yourselves in a massive cavern, in a seemingly endless ravine. There were a pair of deep dwarf skeletons with similar wounds to the ones you found in the tunnels, indicating something had sucked the brains from their heads. And there was also a large circular door which appeared to be locked either from the inside or the outside. You weren't sure. Then a voice came to you all, telling you to leave in deep speech, and then undertongue, and then finally trade tongue. Everyone hightailed it out of there in terror. A few times actually. You made your way to the western end of the cave systems, encountering some sort of construct. A sentry that took the shape of an eyeball and emitted some sort of spotlight. With Vadmir's help, you got the jump on it and took it out with ease. You then darted through the tunnels, presumably made by worms, in order to quickly make your way to where you wanted to go. Running through the caves, it's then that you encountered this strange firelight around the corner, which turned out to be a torchlight. It turned out not to be a torchlight, but much brighter light from a tall, fiery figure clad in obsidian and dark iron. No semblance of feet, just a whirling tornado of flame. And in its gesture of a pair of hands, it held two jagged dark swords. The figure seemed to be escorting a fiery-plated deep dwarf, wielding a jagged longsword and carrying a tome chained to its side. It's here that we leave off, as the pair of figures rounds the corner.
So are we ollie-outy?
First off, I would like all of you to make stealth checks. As I bring you back over.
There we are.
There you go.
Let the chug begin.
And to which we say, holy shit.
Fuck your shit, I am gone.
Oh no.
Oh,
14.
I forgot to turn off advantage.
Yeah, it's still at 14, so...
Yeah.
I'll take it at 14.
Oh wait, no, don't you get... A, that's survival, not stealth, and B, don't
Oh,
you
that
get...
shouldn't be a disadvantage. It's a 21.
Oh, right. I should have 15 then, because my stealth is one more than my survival.
I'd be just going to roll stealth for 19.
Godless God.
Okay.
Big chop, she's good at stealth.
I wanna say, Atlas, that that's some slight guidance abuse. But
Open the guidance.
I mean,
not
it
complaining.
depends on when he saw it and when he cast it.
Right, I'll have the patrol, both of them roll active perception, because they are currently searching for whoever's infiltrated into these cave systems. Everyone's on search right now, including them. Okay. That one, and that one. So we need at least 3 successes to pass this. 1, 2. Vellum counts as a 2 because of the critical. 2. So disadvantage for Aja, yeah?
No,
No? Okay.
should be no disadvantage. That was ticked over from something else.
Right, okay.
I don't know why, but he doesn't wear armor to give it, so.
Yeah, so it's a 17 plus 4.
Alright, 1, 2.
Yeah, and I also pressed wrong. A should be 15 and not 14.
Alright then. You do successfully pass. The large kind of whirling tornado of fire. There's this strange creature. He rolls an 18 for a perception. However, most of you did pass that. That was the highest roll they did. So, with that in mind, as this pair passes the corner, actually, you would see this, Saoyun. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I thought there was silence spells on meta magic as well.
No, that is the silence meta magic.
You all duck.
Too quiet. Quiet, yeah.
You all
Alright.
duck within the quickly duck into the worm tunnel.
I wanted to go up. Shit.
Where is...
On the plus side, it's really, really bright, so if it's coming towards where we're hiding, we can fucking move.
Meanwhile, as we're ducking in, Sao will sort of turn to the party and just quietly touch the earring and just mention to the rest of the party, something is inside the flames. Like a small person or something.
Vellum will flick the earring again. Might be worth thinking that later. As long as we're not fighting, it shouldn't be something to worry about.
I would like one of you to go ahead and roll a 1d6 real quick for me.
Oh no, not it. My bad luck is legendary.
And I'm gonna guidance that to make it a 10.
Guidance every roll.
Everything I possibly can.
Even the ones I can't.
Guidance my own death, Dave.
Because I can't, Actually, that's a good idea if it wasn't concentration.
And, if you were conscious.
Yeah, being
Yeah,
unconscious
you know.
will stop you from doing the verbal and somatic components.
If you could guidance and somehow not have to concentrate on it when you die, you could...
Get someone else to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Can you really guide someone who is not able to receive it?
Well, they're able to receive it.
Well,
You all watch the
I'd argue that it's not willing. Sorry.
Alright.
you watch as the flaming figure and the armored deep dwarf both make their way past.
I didn't get the map up so I can see where we're fucking.
Yeah. Well, fuck it.
There you are.
Oh yeah, fucking in the worm tunnel tonight.
There's
when the
a
thing
child
passes
here. How
by,
dare you?
could I... I'm the one that tried to get you to stop cursing, you motherfucker. So don't you lecture me. When that thing passes by, is there anything I can do to try and figure out what the fuck it is?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm good at those.
Now you said that. Oh, there we go.
Oh damn. Well, this is definitely some sort of fire elemental, although it seems as though it's contained in some sort of jagged obsidian plate. Not quite. It's dwarven in make, but not stereotypically dwarven. It seems like it's comprised of some sort of dark iron and obsidian. It appears as though these elementals are enslaved.
Good old Myrmidon.
Oh, Myrmidon, you did.
Elemental Myrmidons are... They're elementals conjured and bound by magic into ritually created suits of plate armour. And in this form, they possess no recollection of their former existence as free elementals. They exist only to follow the commands of their creators as slaves. And sometimes...
cosmic powers.
Yeah. So, sometimes they can also be bound to creatures, as in some puppeteered by creatures from within.
Oh no, is there a goblin in there?
That's spooky.
It's a goblin in a fireman elemental in a suit of armor.
It's a fire mech.
I am fireman?
Flame on.
Yeah, that's what you see.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. I don't know if Arjo can or will voice this right now, so let's mosey on with it.
All right, you keep going.
Yeah, I'll share that once we get out of immediate danger zone.
Yeah.
Eventually, you do come to some sort of intersection here.
They might be going down. Oh.
Oh, are you going down?
Yeah.
No, you've moved us down, I think.
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to go.
No, I must be on the wrong part of the map. I apologize. Could have sworn we were somewhere where there was a northward exit.
See, you see
Sao raises a hand
piles of
indicating
rubble
for
as
people
well.
to stop.
Oh, no.
I would like to make a perception check.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Is it for that enemy that's around the corner?
One roll. Fuck.
Don't see anything beyond
I don't like this.
a gut feeling.
Something's off.
Earring flick. Should we go back?
Why?
I'm not sure.
There's some.
So what you doing?
So it's clear from Sal's speech and body language that there's something there, right, Ducky? Or something, she senses something.
Yeah.
Well, Velen will attempt to sort of see if anything seems off, like sounds or just something within the immediate area.
Go ahead and make a. This will be pretty much darkness actually. So this will be with disadvantage. Go ahead and make a perception check with a disadvantage.
Journal, dim light. Oh, forgot to toggle disadvantage. So here we go. Well, 16.
16. There appears to be some sort of some sort of pile of rubble that looks deliberately placed in the center of this intersection, this crisscrossing of tunnels. And you swear you see, through the faintest glimmer of light that kind of makes its way down here, what appears to be very, very, very thin metallic wire in 4 points at the corners of this intersection.
Oh, fuck. He's gonna immediately...
And they seem to be...
He's first gonna make a gesture.
You see the wires themselves kind of lead upwards into the darkness above.
Well, first he's going to direct everyone's attention with a hand gesture and a pointed finger towards the area in question. And then he's going to flick the earring and go to Sal. Looks like some kind of trap maybe, or alarm, I don't know. But your gut's dead on the money.
seems so. Likely this was made to possibly trip somebody up.
See, the wires extend, Vellum, from here.
Yep.
Here. Here. And here.
They basically cover that whole crossroad.
From what you can tell.
Do they intersect our path, or do they just head straight up?
They just head straight upwards into the darkness. This cave kind of extends up. It's a very, very tall cave. Very tall tunnel, rather.
I think maybe we should find another path that looks like it's covering everything about here. And
So
I don't
the
know
wires-
enough about it to...
The wires don't specifically cross the path. They just come from the four corners.
They cut.
They
They
go
they
upward?
extend. There's a large patch of rubble on the floor that looks kind of almost like fine dusting of rubble, and there appears to be extending from the dusty rubble and upwards to the ceiling. There appears to be four very, very faint, thin razor wires.
I'm gonna just say it out of character, it's a net trap.
I don't
I
think
mean-
it's a net trap,
I think it's a
but
fall
it's something
trap.
close to.
Yeah. It's a trap that comes from above.
And I figured it was below with the fact that there's rubble
Hmm.
almost purposely placed. Either way, we don't want to go this way, I don't think, and trying to set it off, disable it, might draw attention anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
now that we know where it is, could we not just sneak by it?
That's the thing, though, the wires hit the very corners, which means we'd have to go over it to get past it. Or either disable it.
Was there any? So, goes from. So if we just walked straight forward, would
Damn it.
we hit wires?
You don't hit wires. You do step on the faint dusting of rubble.
Okay. How far across is this? Probably a shit ton.
About 40 feet.
Well,
It's not like we can just round the corner thing.
Sorry, about 20 feet rather. There you go.
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how to go about this. 'Cause
Wasn't
on
there a
one hand-
path that the fire elemental came from? We could double back and go down.
I mean, yeah, we could.
does do any of the wires look like they're under tension?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh well, hold on.
Disadvantage.
Technically, yeah. Well, we should also like talk about light sources.
I don't think we have any.
Yeah, I don't have my light up,
Oh, you don't?
so technically we can't see.
I mean, Surface had dark vision, but even then, that's only dim. It's not gonna give
Which means
clarity.
you have disadvantage. Because we were hiding, so the light's down. I'm waiting for somebody to say, turn it back on. And on account of me not being able to see and not having an earring, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
It's true. So, Lisk is going to
a
ask.
fucking blind boy.
Yeah,
Lisk is going to ask: are there any of the wires under tension?
Vellum, best you can tell, they seem to be definitely
Haven was the one who asked that.
Yeah, Liska
Can't
out
see.
loud asked, "Are any wires under tension?"
Oh, I thought you were asking Jen that. My
Yeah,
apologies.
y'all
Anyway,
kept talking over me, fuckers.
fucking sorry, I'll shut my mouth then. God.
So, Vellum, as Liska asks you this, you kind of take a closer look. You're 16. They definitely seem to be under some sort of tension. And the closer you get without actually stepping on anything, you notice just beneath the rubble, just beneath the dusting, you see what looks like some sort of corner attached to this razor wire of looks to be a corner of a large leather sheet.
Yeah, it's definitely tall, but there's something else down here. Some kind of material, probably going across the whole thing. And then
So it's like a pit or something?
couldn't tell you. There's just a material, it's against the ground, and wires are definitely tall.
So if the wires are taut, that means that they are supporting something. Or they're holding something back. And since they are attached to nothing that we can see, aside from these corners going up into darkness, I would say then that they are supporting something from above. Which means
Either
that
it goes up or something comes down.
Yeah, Grunka looks up. Is there anything above?
You can make a perception check with disadvantage as it goes up into, even with your dark vision, it goes up into dim light.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
see
funny.
much beyond the darkness, and seeing what Vellum's already pointed out.
Right. How tall is the ceiling, by the way?
Extends about let's see, about 60, 70 feet.
Okay, so I can see the ceiling at least.
Just barely. It's
I mean, I got 120 feet dark vision, so I should be able to see the ceiling.
In bright light or dim light.
Just in general, just night vision. 120 feet of dark vision with bright light sensitivity.
Right. Okay. Well, regardless.
120 feet darkness becomes dim.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So, regardless of that, you rolled 2 7s. So, unfortunately, you don't see much beyond what Vellum's pointed out.
Oh well.
So, I mean, there are multiple paths that we can take. We can even just, like, there were a few more worm tunnels just to the left and right of this one.
Yeah.
It also seems odd that, can people who can see, you said there's like a light dusting. Can you see tracks or anything if this path has been walked through regularly or something?
Jen?
With 16, you do make out a couple of small, a small clustering of small boot prints, but they kind of border on the edge of this dusting of rubble.
So they don't actually go into the area.
They don't.
No, not it, but around it for sure.
Okay. And final question that I can actually kind of answer myself. So, cutting corners and shit like that. We can probably just jump across the corners. Those are usually maybe only like 10 feet or something. That way we don't step into the center, but we just go diagonal.
Yeah, fair point. If you head first, then you can probably give a hand to anyone else coming up. Got a lot more reach than some of us do.
I am also blind.
What?
Does it look like perhaps we can... Does it look like perhaps we can... Is it safe to have
make light now?
Well,
Before they do,
one
I'm
moment.
gonna
He
check the
tightly
tunnel.
clutches Sal.
I'd like to check the tunnels real quick, just in case there's any sounds of trolls coming before we go lighting the place up.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Well, this
Somebody say my name?
Odger was just tightly holding on to you because we're hiding, and that means he can't have light, so he's blind as shit. So he's continuing with the... You are his blind eye dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't an 11 to be generous.
Alright. You don't hear anything, really? No patrols you can hear coming by.
Alright, seems like coast is clear for the moment. I'll just go ahead and light up so we can get over this thing.
Ding, ding. I'll light my staff and light her shield.
Poor Grunky.
Alright, Grunka.
Scree.
Something's coming from the eastern tunnel.
Oh,
What?
what the...
Voices.
Then I
Kill
guess
it.
we're going to extinguish the lights.
Yeah, kill the light.
It's familiar, but I can't tell what it is.
It's East Tunnel, she said, yeah?
Eastern.
This one.
Question. Does Sao know true north? Because this might be eastern to her.
See, I don't know true north.
We don't know shit. I think Grunka's the only one who could probably know that.
I know, that's what I'm saying, like... Right or left? Because right now we're facing this way.
Yeah.
It makes sense that that's north, east, west, south.
From what you could tell, Sayun, the voices were coming from this direction, but nearby.
Hmm.
Are they approaching? Are they distant?
Dust. I don't hear it anymore, but it stopped talking. Whatever it was. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's goblinoid in nature, but I'm not sure.
Could be another patrol.
Likely. But it's not moving. Or at least wasn't moving.
Well, I'm not going to lie, me jumping will make a lot of sound.
Yeah. If there's somebody down there, it might be a good idea to double back and take that other path.
Yeah. Well, alright then. I guess we will be heading back.
Mountain folk don't get dark vision, do they? Just for...
Never
No.
mind.
Nope.
how is this
Only,
guy?
only demon race that does not.
How is this guy managing to navigate then? Just out of curiosity.
Light.
Pretty much. Also, just following people's footsteps.
Fair enough.
Alright.
She already has disadvantage on stealth. It's not like
Well, I mean, if I could make it easier, I could. We'll see. You're fine.
Yeah. Someone with the dark vision spell.
So yeah, I guess we're doubling back to where we hit the last branch.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Ready to
Yep.
begin making your way back.
Before we turn around,
Mhm.
Liska is going to look down at Vadmia and say, Did you hear anything that Sao might have? Can you
what's-
speak the languages down here?
Double check the languages. Vatia did not hear anything that Sao could hear. But this is... all of these caverns give out me the heebie-jeebies.
Let's go quick as we. Right, so we came from the right. We want to be heading left, where that last patrol came from, I think.
Yes, we want to go the direction that the patrol went through.
Alright.
Patrol went this way, we're going to go this way.
Okay. Make your way
Then
across across some of the rubble here through the caves. The darkness kind of almost seems to engulf you. It's an eerie silence.
Damn, lost track of myself on the map.
And this should be the one we take.
Yeah, we could take that one.
That should be there.
Yep.
So I'm looking at the PNG man. Good, sounds okay. Or was it like a dead end the other way? No, just I'm keeping track of the map.
Sound of trickling water begins to fill your ears. Eventually, the smell of stagnant water. You come to a cave filled with all manner of stalagmites and stalagmites, all kind of meeting in the centre, hanging down from the walls, jutting up from this small miniature lake in the centre.
I also just realized we could have just gone north from that path. Oh well. Say Levy.
What can you do?
This
Yeah, no, we
entire
could have.
fucking dungeon crawl is making me anxious because just there's intellect devours, there's an eldritch whatever the fuck sealed away, there's dwarves everywhere, and God knows what.
Are we
Oh,
on?
man, if only it
are we on
wasn't shit.
the-
Huh?
Sorry. Are we on the intersection with the lower circle or the upper? There's like a circle where I imagine a lake would be, I think.
So we just came down. Okay, you know where the big question mark is on the left-hand side?
Yep.
The path that points directly to the period at the base of the question mark.
Right. So
We
that,
just came from the most left worm tunnel that is connected to that,
so
to the right of the lake.
the bottom arrow that points to the pier. First left. Okay. I think I know roughly where we are.
There we are.
Oh, Grunky is hell. Ah, yeah, I was right. Okay.
Meanwhile, Sao is sort of eyeing the ceiling or whatever is above.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looks nice.
Fucking cloakers.
Cloaker came
All
in
that's
from
left
below.
is not to die terribly to it.
Something is moving above.
Oh, those fucking things again.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Grunk also looks up. Is the ceiling like more than 120 feet up, or?
The ceilings are pretty high, but not more than your dark vision. Go ahead and make a perception check.
An 11.
11. difficult to tell. There's just something off. You're not sure what it is.
There's that good old barbarian danger sense kicking in.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, this is a real shitty time. Like, we probably don't want to be here.
Yeah, and south here, because there's a lot of unknown territory. A little too open a space.
You said there's something in the ceiling that looks a little bit off. At this, Liska is going to mention that they do have a bounty for ropers. And ropers tend to look like stalactites and stalagmites. Like,
Audrey will chime in. My, what exactly is a roper?
well, think of it as a stalactite or stalagmite with a healthy appetite that happens to have tentacles that pull you into a giant gaping maw.
Oh,
What is everything
so
open?
they don't drop in and impale you. They just grab you and gnaw on you.
Well, from what I know, they're young tend to drop from above.
Boom, 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 boom. Multiple impacts on Aja. As you see,
Drop it.
as you see, shrieking down from the ceiling are four rather sizable grubs which have just impacted onto Aja. One of them misses. Aja, you take.
How does he miss? I have 10 AC.
It's just rolled a 6. You take
They're little babies.
you take three. You take let's see, three. An additional
Add it all
3.
up for me.
Yeah, I'm just going to add it all up for you. 3 piercing, 3 piercing, and 5 piercing.
Oh,
That was like
So 11
expertly
piercing
timed.
damage.
from grubs.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Ah!
You know that thing that I was just talking about? Yeah, that's it. She's gonna say like, oh yeah, those. And then she's gonna swing.
Not that time. Oh no. They're piercer grubs, I see now. I thought they were just very sharp. You could fire them
Oh,
like
I
arrows.
thought Adger was gonna be like right beside Liska. Okay.
Yeah, that was
You could just position yourselves where
no,
you
it
were
was,
originally.
Yeah, it was Lithgow Grunker up front.
Let me
I think.
just
No.
bring up the.
Thou and Grunka was front.
It was
Thou
Thau
Grunker.
Grunker, then Liska, then Arger Vellum. I think.
Give me a second. I think the API is busted.
Was Vellum taking up the rear?
I think he was? Because I know Sau and Grunker were up front because they had the better eyes, and it was Liska because she had her own row, and then I guess it just leaves us two.
But Adger and Sao were tied together by rope.
Yeah, I'm tied to
right,
Sal.
okay, yes,
I'm
sorry,
actually
pardon.
adjacent to Sal.
Okay,
Right, okay.
fair enough. Sorry, my memory's not that great. I'll just move myself out of the way.
Yeah, just go ahead and position yourselves.
No, it's all
where you
good,
may.
bud.
I don't actually remember, so if somebody knows, then that would be great.
From what I remember, it was actually you two, but then we traded you out for Grunka, and you ended up taking up the rear, and that's how you got dropped on.
Yeah, you got dropped last time.
And then Liska's just like, maybe we should double up so that doesn't happen again.
Yes,
And then we doubled
Led
up.
to the situation currently.
because so I would be directly behind Saoyun, because I'm
More or
basically
less.
just keeping a hand on her shoulder to, not get lost.
I remember Vellum
In
being
case,
behind Liska.
What's that?
Maybe that was familiar.
Oh, I guess I'm rolling.
You were in front early, but you got pushed to the back afterwards because we were in a period of darkness and I couldn't see, and you wanted to take up the rear because you didn't want to just leave me there in case something happened, and that's exactly how you end up getting engulfed and butchering yourself.
Yeah. For some reason, I still remember that being the layout that Sal broke up for the Blizzard then. I could be wrong.
I think that's how it is, but
wait, hang
Odger
on.
became attached to Sao Yun.
By a rope.
So
Yeah.
I guess
I think I misjudged damage there. The ceiling is not bloody 10 feet. It's fucking. Its ceiling is 20 feet up, so that's additional. That's an additional d6 per 10 feet.
no.
Don't forget, they take that damage too.
They do. So I'll just add it up. So it hits 4 times. Okay, so you're taking an additional 2, 3, and 4 piercing damage.
Well, the piercers have a special thing that if they hit something, they don't take the damage. If they miss, they take.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
One of them did miss though, so he just
Okay.
takes it.
Okay. So
Yep.
this one takes half.
I'm sorry.
them
Could
just
you restate? Was that 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 5?
That was 2, 3, and 4. I'll put it in there. Put it in the chat there.
9 total.
Okay.
Okay, so let me bring up some combat ambience because we're doing this now.
I'll just shove myself next to Brook because I'll know myself.
All right.
So go ahead and roll
Ow.
initiative for everyone.
Already done.
Yep.
Just need Sal and Archer.
I'm looking to see if there is a actual macro on my bar, but I just couldn't click the sheet button.
There should just be like a sort option for turn order, isn't there?
Yep.
You don't have-
Might have auto sort on.
There you go.
Alright.
Has
Guess
Sal
we drink
rolled
us there.
yet?
So
Sal hasn't rolled. You okay, Doko?
My turn is a bit fucky.
Ah.
What's your
She
deck,
chose to eight
Four?
some DMs I got late. So
Philip?
There we go.
What am I talking about? Your dex is above 11, so you should go before I do.
I
I
think.
got a 19, but apparently my token wasn't selected. Great.
I'll
Yeah, that's
I'll add you
the
to
big
turn,
F.
turn order.
What's your total dex?
14.
Fucking
Okay,
There you go.
then you go before I do. Yeah, if you could, you can add, like, in the options, like little gear, you can do add dex
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker to initiative, so you don't have to ask.
That's why I do.
I should, but I'm lazy.
I mean, do it right now. We'll wait.
Yeah, I know.
I've done it, so it's ready. But yeah,
Dex type.
Right, so it's my turn then. No,
Yes.
this can lower the 19. Okay.
So good knows what has it.
Okay,
Uh,
this is what you're doing.
just because we like, oh yeah, Los. and then she's going to pull out. And then she's gonna smack some little dudes.
Still grubs.
Smack a little grub.
Squish.
Technically she's flanking without her, so she's gonna get.
technically,
Are these a swarm thing where they encompass my own space?
I double check.
They are medium creatures.
Yeah, they are. So
Oh, so no, they
They're
can't.
hefty.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're hefty fuckers.
Smush.
16
That's up.
16.
Big
Yep, that
nasty.
hits.
for 11 damage.
All right, that definitely hits, and you take 11 bludgeoning damage as you kind of squish one half of the worm. Some of its guts kind of splurge out of its mouth. These are babbies. These are squishy people. These are squishy creatures.
Liska is going to say, like, watch out for the parent. These things rarely attack by themselves. And then
Oh, no.
How do I want to do this? Because Sam's right there. I don't think I can squeeze. I mean, I can squeeze, but it's... Okay, so... Alright, nope, sounds right there. Can't do anything. And then I guess I'll just attack the little guy again.
Okay.
Same little dude?
Yep, can't get to the other ones.
Very good.
Thwack. That's with advantage.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you thoroughly squish this little creature. It's hanging on by a thread, and it's kind of writhing around.
And I think that's gonna be my my shtick for now. So done.
All right.
Well, upon A, feeling the tug of the rope, and B, seeing Aja being fucking manhandled, Sal will draw the charged blade she has and try and not cut him while stabbing at the fuckers. So
That
that's
one.
a 10 hit.
That one misses.
Back. Let me just check something, because I think I missed this last time, so I want to make double sure. Let's see.
What you doing?
Yes. Just wanted to double check that my Fungamonger still applied on a melee weapon, which it does.
Okay.
So you take 7.
The small worm-like creature just explodes in this flurry of gunk and greenish slime, all over Aja, all over Liska, and all over you.
And was it everything within 500 feet?
It's audible within 300 feet.
Yeah. So the sound rings out throughout the cavern and echoes down the
I
tunnels.
sure hope that Myrmidon didn't hear that. If only
It's biting me again.
Yeah, but that is my turn.
All right, Grunker, what you doing?
Oh boy!
Smash!
He's like, I remember these.
I had one of those when I was
Sorry
little.
about the light, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, let's hit the disadvantage. It's okay. I remember I had one of these when I was a little boy. Right. Well, I guess it's a normal swing because flanking.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit with the hammer. It's the whap, no rage, because I'm saving that. 17.
You thwack. You crunch it into its squishy abdomen. Both of those hit.
And yeah, so that's a 12 and 7. And I guess that's it.
Right. Well,
I was muted, sorry, eating a cookie. Rains. Just enough to get here. Hooray! Squish. I'm gonna slash at this boy up here then.
this one's kind of wriggling and writhing around the ground as it's just missed. It missed Aja and it's kind of splat on
20.
the ground. 20 hits.
He's alive.
Still alive, but there's a hefty gash through its abdomen. And with that, you just you see that gash, you capitalize on it, and you slice it in two.
And that's a wall. I don't think I can go in that space, so I would just scoot.
I think the 14 was to hit Jenner, not.
Yeah, that's 14 to damage, but I think Jenner meant
right.
that. Yeah. Okay. I thought you assumed it was any damage and it was
14,
really low enough.
14 misses actually.
Okay, well it's still alive. Good job. It's back from the dead.
There we go.
It heals itself.
Not dead. I will stay here and then.
14 missed. Oof.
Yep.
Okay.
They're wiggly boys.
Very wiggly.
An unfortunate circumstance of making ranged attack in melee means disadvantage for ranged spell attacks, correct? That's my big brain thinks on that. So
Or you can actually disengage and run the fuck away.
yeah, but I'm afraid to isolate myself further.
Well, just go
That's
behind
actually
it.
probably good. That's probably a good idea. So
Actually, Jenner, do these things look like once they've kind of used that opening attack, do they look like they're threatening?
I'm gonna double check that. It looks like they're just writhing around on the ground now, just helpless.
Oh.
that's it.
Apparently,
Looks like it.
apparently so.
I'm terrified these things are gonna like upright and then launch and fucking bore into my flesh and start going up to my groin.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
and action disengage.
Yeah, they can't do opportunity attacks. They're just writhing around on the ground now. They've used what they can do. They're runny babbies.
Wiggly wiggly.
I- I wanted to be sure. So, that's all I can do.
Okay then.
God, that one that missed is way the fuck over there.
By the way, you cannot move that far away from me.
Rope.
I know, I should be still in range of you.
From out of the darkness, a long tendril grasps at you, Aja,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Right there.
and you are grappled.
It's okay. You have a Liska.
Okay,
No.
well,
The order.
I am grappled.
You are grappled,
I'm
and it's going
guessing
to
it had
use.
to
It's going to use its real.
grab on hit.
Its grab on hit.
Alright.
it shows the one person that's attached to another person, so
Yeah.
see how that works.
So Aja's attached to Sao Yun, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to use its real attack. I'll say because it's technically kind of dragging two people. I'll say it's like half distance on that. That
I
be-
think.
take you about
Let me double check.
about there-ish.
Yeah, beyond here, I think, because we had 20 feet of rope between us.
Mhm.
So beyond there, or yeah,
Yeah.
So
you are
these-
dragged.
are free, and then after that, it's stuff.
Yeah, you are dragged up to there, and because you are dragged to that, the real attack is half distance.
Yeah, and I guess Sao would also be real, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, of course.
So that would be one more over
more
if it's 20 foot.
Okay.
Well, the rope is definitely stretched to its limit now.
And
Yeah, well, yeah.
let's see.
Buddy
Oh.
system.
Done. Well, I have been bonked.
Is this the death of Aja?
Okay.
I'm not gonna get eaten alive.
From another point,
Not again.
another point in the darkness, another tendril comes out and hits Sao Yun, wraps around her.
Oh no!
She is grappled.
There could be a tug of war between two ropers. Yep. Man, the buddy system is doing work.
Oh, and that's kind of interesting because there's a pillar here.
Yeah,
Yep, it's like the dog on a leash.
literally tug of war. They could be fighting over food.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
they're
we
not
kill
very
it.
smart. There's not very smart creatures. They just see food, want that food, gotta get it.
Yep.
And it's going to use its real attack. Because attached, it's going to.
How's that gonna work? We're attached, but then the big one's attached to me.
Yeah.
So we'll say about gets it to about there, as you are both attached to each other. And these two, you now see as you're being reeled into the darkness. Sao Yun, Archie, you don't see anything, but Sao Yun, you look up about 20 feet and you can see what looks like some sort of stalactite hanging down from the ceiling about 20 feet up in the air. But it has multitudes of tendrils kind of writhing and wriggling off of its form. These four ropey tendrils. One of them has now grasped onto you. And it can't munch you yet because you're not close enough because you're both attached. That's going to be their turn. The piercers,
What do you even do?
it's
They're gonna use splash.
they can only move 5 feet, so they're going to kind of wriggle around on the floor towards you, and I mean,
This is when I get crit in the face.
I mean, their only attack was to drop from the ceiling. They can't really do anything.
That'd be cool.
Let's see, Liska.
All right. This is hilarious. Let's see.
If you cut one, I'll cut the other.
Is it attached?
I actually been meaning to ask, what is this?
It appears to be
Wow.
a flowing river of water.
All right.
Gotcha. Okay. Liska is going to, since he trusts Sal to be able to take care of herself, she's going to go here. She's going to, she's going to pose herself, and she is going to swing at the tendril that is holding Azure.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll attack. That doesn't hit. It's a very springy tendril. You kind of swing overhead, and it almost kind of off of the tendril. It's pulled taut.
Bloop. Jesus Christ.
That one doesn't
okay.
hit. Kind of bounces off the tendril once again.
Well then.
You actually kill Augur.
Let's see. Okay. Can I technically... Hold on. I need to read something because otherwise. Okay. Ha. Ha. Seeing that's not going to work, Liska is going to use a bonus action to shove Azure
In
5
which,
feet
Break
away.
the grapple.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant.
So, wait, hang on. So remind me again what you're trying to do. You're trying to shove Aja to try and break the grapple.
Yes, because forced movement, ends, it knocks people out of grapples.
Yes. So, I have a question for you. How are you using a bonus action to do that? Because normally shove another creature is a melee special
That's what I'm wondering.
attack.
You are correct, but I have a feat, Shield Master, that allows me
You can shield
as a
bash.
bonus action. Yep.
But
Ah,
save 'em.
interesting.
Unless you don't have feet.
Okay.
Isn't that a damaging ability?
Not with the shield.
Ah,
The
okay.
shield just shoves.
I thought you had to
Okay.
do an attack and then you succeeded and then you can choose to.
I did make an attack. I made an attack on the tentacles, but it didn't work.
So which way are you shoving Aja? Just into the
I'm
water?
shoving away from me.
Push
so-
me away from the other one so it doesn't get sour.
So what? So hold on, this direction. So you catty corner, you get around the pillar or something.
Just pollution of water.
I was gonna say push me maybe back towards back away towards you.
But I mean,
But then
technically can't.
That
'cause
wouldn't be a
it's
shove,
go.
that'd be a pull.
yeah, but then
that-
Sal,
yeah.
then
that-
Sal
that-
would be
that is
closer
true.
to the thing. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So she's gonna push him that direction.
We're-
into
Okay.
the water.
Yeah.
All right. You thwang, kind of clang Aja in the brunt of his face with your massive shield, and he kind of gets thrown up against the huge stalagmite and slumps down into the rushing water.
Oh, Liska, thanks for helping. Ah!
Sploosh.
You'll get a sentence out one of these days.
I'm just getting fucking bullied.
Hey, you're the
Hey.
new guy.
But the
At least you're not- at least you're
grapple
not
the grapple is
grappled.
broken.
Yep.
At least I'm not dead
Yeah.
yet.
Well, everyone dies a bit. Anyway,
You are literally playing a fucking nerd character, so
All right.
Fully
So
will
Liska,
happen.
what else are you doing?
Wait till
I
shit
literally think that's all I
like
can do. I use my action, my bonus action, and movement. So
Okay.
my turn is up.
All right. So
Do
you.
you only have one attack?
I used
Yeah,
two.
twice.
I missed with both.
Oh,
I
Well.
rolled a 16 and that one.
sorry. I'm up making mac and cheese. So I didn't see that.
You did.
and nobody can stop
Thanks for
me.
the help.
No problem. That's what she's here for.
I love that joke.
Okay, so Ian, what are you doing? You are being rapidly reeled in by this stalactite-like creature.
can I use my blade to cut off the tentacles?
You can indeed make an attack roll.
Since I'm technically grappled by them.
Yep, you can make an attack. 11 misses. This rocky kind of semi-elastic tentacle is still firmly gripped around your abdomen.
What the That. Sorry, I had to yawn a bit.
So,
I don't
Zell?
have anything else to do. Shit.
Grunker, what you doing?
Grunk is gonna run here. He's gonna pick up one of the piercers and he's gonna
Do it.
throw it. He's gonna run over here
Okay.
and he's gonna throw it at a roper.
Okay then. First of all, this would technically be like a grappling check, so go ahead and make an athletics check.
It's still a medium creature, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big old maggot.
Yeah.
22.
Let's see. It's going to make an acrobatics check to try and wriggle out your grasp. That's an 11. No, it's firmly in your grasp.
Come here, boy. Yeah.
Take this back.
Get
Drop it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just go ahead and make a strength check for me. Strength
No, wait,
check.
that's a saving throw. Never mind. Oh wait, how do I remove things from that? It's just a -6, right? So it's a 6. No.
You remove
You
your
rolled a-
proficiency score.
You rolled a 17
Yeah, 17.
plus your dex mod, which is what? 3?
Strength
Nah,
mod.
Yeah, it was strength.
Sorry,
so-
strength.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
but-
remove your proficiency bonus, so it makes
yeah, it's 17.
17. Okay.
20, okay.
Oh, 20. Okay, that would match its AC. So I'll just say for the sake of this, because this is hilarious. I'll say it takes
Javelin the baby.
the amount of force you throw it. I'll say it takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you raging, Broken?
No.
Okay.
As you thwack it straight in its gargantuan kind of dinner plate sized eye.
Oh man.
Right, Mikissa.
And let's see, the thing, the piercer also falls an additional 20 feet, so 2d6. Takes 8 points of falling damage as it plops right next to it.
Nah, I was throwing it at this one.
Oh, that one. Well, same thing either way.
Yeah.
There we go. And it plops right next to it with a fleshy thud.
Nice.
But that was hilarious.
Toss the baby. Yeah, I mean, toss the baby. That would technically be my attack action. I can't really do anything else.
Yeah, that's your attack action.
Um.
It was ineffective but funny.
Yeah.
I'll give you inspiration for that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it got rid of one problem.
Yeah, maybe
I
leave that.
second the inspiration for Broken.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I
Alright.
can't because this is water. Like that. Like, does the water look deep or like fast moving in any way?
It looks shallow but fast moving. About kind of comes up to your knee.
Alright then. Oh, hang on. I was over here before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 30. Yeah, it's gonna move back over here.
Okay. Let's see, Vellum, what you doing? You're being wriggled at.
Oh no, whatever will I do? Walk away. Eat myself on over here and take a slash at that tendril.
All right. Make an attack roll.
And whoopah! Crit.
That hits.
Of all the things to crit on, it's a fucking tendril.
Yeah, man.
And with that, you sever the tendril, effectively freeing Saoyun.
And
You do watch.
fuck it, I'll
You do watch another replacement tendril springs forth from this creature's side.
I'm sadly out of range to swing at that one, so fuck it, I'll just hit this wiggler.
All right.
Got no fucking better to do. Well, 24.
Yeah.
There we go, 15 damage.
You slice it in two, and squishing it.
And that is literally all I can do, so...
Archer, your
Dealt
turn.
max damage twice.
Yeah. Against a fucking two useless targets.
Oh, the first target wasn't useless. You freed Saoyun. Archer, what you doing?
I am going to, you know what, Yeah, I don't like this one across the way. Let's really focus our efforts. Actually, no. Is this one in range of Liska? Does she have reach, or does she have to?
It's
No, it's not.
it's 20 feet up.
What, this one?
Yeah. The indicators there, the 2 and the 0. That's 20 feet up.
Oh,
Oh. I'll tell you what you should do, Jenner.
Mhm.
You should flip it.
There we go.
perfect. Okay. Well, that slightly disrupts, because now Liska can't reach that. Well, I'm then going to go ahead and look to the one just right here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go ahead and rock one of these boys. DC 18 Wisdom save.
Alright, 18 wisdom save.
We'll fucking scurry over here.
18 wisdom save or take 3 psychic damage. Alright.
Psychic. Motherfucker.
Damn. Well, shit. Okay.
Well, shit. Sorry, gentlemen, I tried.
Stay lucky.
Say look. Let's see. Is anybody hurt? I don't think anybody's really
I
hurt.
think you
Feel
I
hurt?
think it's
yourself
just
certainly
me.
feel hurt. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be fine. And then I end my turn.
Okay. Let's see. The one who interrupted its dinner will be Liska, so it's going to launch 4 ropes at towards you, 4 tendrils.
That's fine.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 24. Those both miss. 18, 15. All of those miss. You just kind of deflect them with your shield. Ching, 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 ching. Let's see. This one is going to angrily lash its tendrils out to Vellum, who cut its previous dinner free.
Oh, fuck you.
Let's see, 20, 14, 24, and a 22.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Were those all attacks?
Yeah, four attacks with its tendrils.
Say those again one by one for me.
That was 20, 14, 24, and 22.
Well, all but the 14 hits, sadly.
Alright, you are grappled.
What?
And... Yep.
Nope, beat me to it.
And it's going to reel you in 25 feet. And because you are not attached to anyone, you get up right. You get pulled up into the darkness. And you get pulled right up against its stony form.
I am in range now, haha!
And it's going to use a bite attack.
Didn't it already do its 4 attacks? Or does it get an extra one?
That's as part of its features. It makes 4
I
attacks.
remember some of them do have that extra thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Use 4 tendrils, use reel, and makes a bite attack. Oh Jesus, okay. Well, you're not gonna like
That's
this.
fun to hear.
That crit's coming back to bite you in the ass, buddy.
It certainly is. Hang on. Let me launch up Gyazo, because this is insane.
It's only 1 bite attack, even if it's a crit, it's not gonna kill.
Famous last words.
You'd be surprised at the damage.
Oh boy.
Come on, Gyazo, please. Keep opening the console.
It's fine, I believe you.
Okay. I just want to show you this because there you go, party chat.
Oh,
Oh,
even
double
with
20, 40.
Yeah.
double. Oh my god.
Nice.
Well,
Jesus.
They
I
won't
am
one-shot me, says man who is currently in the red.
no, I only halved my health. Only.
It takes a big chunk out of the side of your arm.
What the fuck?
This lamprey-like maw just kind of vacuum seals around your arm and then rips out a huge
I got the
chunk.
angry Tauchans.
All right. That's going to be their turn.
Fuck this boy up on my turn.
The Pierce's
Yo.
turn.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I love these things. I kind of want to keep one.
This guy.
Alright. So.
You took 42 piercing damage on that, by the way, Willem.
Yep, I know. I'm just changing some resources.
Okay, so Liska is going to. Let's see, so she's 10 feet tall. She has a two-handed weapon. That doesn't have reach, so technically, mechanically,
Ow.
she can only hit 15. But it's also a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it
believe
is.
we went over this in the Crothis fight, didn't we? When you're trying to hit Crothis up from the air.
Yes.
Yes,
So
We did
technically,
sort of go over that.
you could hit it.
yes, he is within range. So, I will come up. I will swing at a bitch. Let's see. Where the fuck are my? There we go. Couldn't find my attacks.
Thwack. 14, that misses.
If I could only roll higher.
11 misses.
No.
Thunk, thunk.
We haven't had a short rest. Alright, well, here's something. So, yeah, I'm going to swing, miss, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to
Alright.
shove it and knock it off the ceiling.
Okay. So that's
So it's the-
that needs to do.
yeah, it's my athletics check versus their athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Skill check.
Oh, well, there's that roll.
Oh. Let's see if it fucking beats that. I don't know if it will, but we'll see, just to make sure. Athletics. No. The thing plummets from the ceiling with an almighty crash. Let's see. It takes.
So this is interesting
Oh no, 2D.
because it's hanging upside down, and then it's falling down on like the cone first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it was like,
It's dropping head first.
yeah, so it would technically fall down and be prone, right? So it'll lie
Yes.
on side,
Yes.
right?
On account of falling, you go prone.
Yep.
Who is technically prone if this thing can be prone.
Yeah, I mean, it's lying on the side with this little like tiny tentacle legs wiggling in the air now.
I'm not certain on the specifics of the anatomy, but that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So now the question is, can it actually ride itself? Because can it
sure.
lift itself with its own tentacles?
I'm sure it could.
I can't help but think the thing that chooses between being upright or upside down along the ceiling floor has some way to do so, especially
Well-
with its tentacle dudes.
Well, it generally like crawls on the walls and ceilings, and not like free.
Is this true?
I mean,
I just can't help but think that
That's-
would have been an evolutionary trait.
yeah.
That would have,
As he says, like having
Um,
tentacles that can pull.
I
and-
was muted. We'll see when it comes to its turn. As for now, Liska. Is there anything else you want to do?
that's good
Um,
analytical thought, by the way.
I do not think there is. So, I will end mine turn.
Okay.
That's it.
Sayun, you've just seen Vellum kind of get yanked off into the darkness of the ceiling. You can see him wriggling around against the stalactite.
Fuck, piss. I'm gonna sheath my blade and draw out my crossbow
Okay.
and have a shot at it, cause that is less noisy. Please don't be an ad one, I don't want to hit Vellum.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your gun. How is the gun less noisy?
The 16 shoots, hits, but bounces off of its rocky hide.
Fuck.
Runka.
Right. So this one is still up in the ceiling, right?
Yes.
And this one's on the ground.
Yep. You can see it kind of rolling around the way a kind of smooth cone does. You can see the tiny little tendrils kind of decorating the bottom of its body.
It's flailing wildly. I guess we're gonna go to that one because that one's like 20 feet up, so... but that also have vellum, so...
Yeah, a real self.
Can you yeet an axe at it?
I mean, yeah, it's 20 feet range, I think. Just gotta get
Yeah,
there.
that's right on.
Yeah, so Grunk is gonna do. Actually, I had a ring of water walking. I don't need to jump.
It is
Oh, look.
rapidly moving.
Yeah,
Oh look, I can Jesus.
yeah. No, I forgot I'm Jesus.
I mean, yeah, it's been a joke since the beginning.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Grunk is gonna go over there. And I guess I would technically be underneath now.
Yeah.
Like, I can't like be in the square.
I'll say yeah. You could be straight underneath it.
All right. Yeah, Grunk is gonna rage now.
Okay.
Might as well. And he's gonna throw the wild mane's spinning hatchets at it.
Okay.
Wait, I can't do reckless, can I? Because that's just melee.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Rip. Right. Range.
20
20?
just hits.
That's lucky. And let's try again. That's a 27.
27 does hit.
Let's see. And how did this work? I can't hit the same creature a third time, right? It has to be another one.
It has to bounce to
within range.
another creature within
Yeah,
range.
another target within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Could that target be one of its tendrils?
Ooh, that's.
I would ask you don't, because A, I'm 20 feet up, B, I'm about to fucking unleash into it.
Well, there's 4 tendrils on you, man.
Oh, there? Okay.
Yeah.
Then go right ahead, good sir.
Yeah,
Of
'cause it
what
does.
3 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
te-
it doesn't
so-
say. Yeah,
so
because it doesn't say another target. It doesn't say another enemy. It says another target within 10 feet of the first.
Well, if it's worded like that, I'll allow it.
Yay!
You're the one who worded it.
Yeah, I have to keep reminding myself.
It's I mean, you have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, So go ahead.
Right. Yeah, it's just a normal attack. So let's see if this one hits. Yes.
Yeah, that hits. 20. All right. So you cleave most of the way through the tendril. However, it is still clung to Vellum.
Yeah. So it's
It's
12 and 8 to the body, then 8 to the tendril. Okay.
Yep.
That's my turn.
All right. You are
Already,
still.
bonus action, fighting spirit.
All right.
Oh. And I'm gonna give it the old 1, 2, 3. So first attack. Oh, almost forgot to
Against
toggle
the
advantage again.
against the roper or the tendril.
Against the roper, because fuck this thing.
All right.
That's 23.
That hits.
That is a crit.
Oh.
I am very tempted to use my blessing, but that is only a once a day thing, so I will save that. And my
Fucking-
bonus attack for Taushans. 19.
Shit.
That just
die.
barely misses.
Oh, 19 barely misses? Fuck me.
20 is the number told that meets.
Got 20 AC.
Yeah, made a rock.
Oh.
Made a living rock.
Well, yeah. That's a fair cop.
However,
I don't want to blow
this-
all my resources, so I'm afraid that's me for the moment.
You unleash hell on this creature for it tearing a chunk out of your arm. You're bleeding from the arm. You just enter your orcish rage, and you just keep swinging and swinging and swinging, just cutting gashes into this creature. Black blood flowing out of it and dripping down from above.
That is magical
Aja.
damage, remember. If it has any chicanery, then fuck
Yep.
it.
Yep. Aja.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do 15 feet over here to make sure I can actually see it. Don't forget, Liska actually is her own light source as well, so she's not actually in the dark. I'm
okay.
gonna look at this guy, and I'm gonna fucking blow his booty apart.
Yep, that hits. That also hits.
Plus 10, fuck me.
Yeah, he's mean.
I have a feeling you have a Wand of the War Mage.
Yeah, he's mean.
You see where
So he's.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'll do mine's an ending narration.
Well, mine's too as well, but still,
Oh.
you see where Vellum opened up the gashes in this creature's hide, and you aim for those gashes, and then you what?
Oh. He will hold up his staff and do his concentrated just beam to it and slam it on the ground. His other hand will circle his book about him, and it will shine a very bright light at it. And with the words, "From the Mount of Balkrith to the great rivers of Al-Katesh, heaven has eyes everywhere, and it watches you." And then Velm heals
Gabble and fucking kill it.
12 hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Do you want to get healed by that?
Sure. I don't think I have a choice in that regard, but thank you. So that.
Alright, there you go.
Cool. I'm slightly less injured.
There we go.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Next up is the Rooper. So this one's going to use half of its movement to stand up. It's going to use all four attacks on you as again, Liska.
Let's do it.
So 24, 22, 14, 20. All of those just miss. You clang, 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 deflecting it with your shield once again, and you kind of push your way through this cloud of tendril attacks. However, you are in range, and it's going to do a bite attack,
Alright.
which just hits. Or 22. Oh,
I am going to use a... Yeah. I'm going to use a reaction to use Warding Maneuver, which lets me roll a 1d8 and add it to my AC. Anything I roll beats it, so I don't get hit.
oh shit.
So
okay.
it comes up to bite me, and I'm
brain.
just like bash it in the face, like in those teeth with the shield.
Yeah, and you clang, this kind of resonating metallic, it's a very satisfying ringing sensation. It kind of echoes throughout the nearby cave. Let's see, this one. It's in a very painful state right now. It's gonna flee.
Ah!
Dragging Vellum along with it.
Help.
Making actually no, it's gonna move over there. Not gonna use a dash. And instead it's just going to make another bite attack. For 15, that misses.
It sure does.
you
I
come
was
up-
worried when I saw the advantage, but it does not happen.
Yep. You come up as it brings you in for another bite. You take out your sword, kind of clasp it and kind of jab it in between its lamprey-like maw.
Fuck you.
Let's see, that's going to be their turn.
The wiggles will wiggle.
The worms will
Curses, you splash.
wiggle.
It's super effective.
Actually, no, they're going to use a dash.
Oh no!
They can
Oh,
go 10
Dash 5
feet.
feet.
Oh no, they're rolling.
They've learned how
God.
to roll.
The weapon of the past Metal Gear.
No, they learned to use rollouts.
Kind of worming and wiggling their way over in your direction, Aja. Liska, what you doing?
So Liska's going to. She's just gonna keep attacking the guy.
All right.
And hopefully, actually roll above.
20 hits.
Hey. Okay.
Uh, 27 hits.
Does 20 not hit?
20 hits.
20 hits.
Okay,
20,
panic
20,
for a
20
second.
just about hits.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that is the meeting number.
30 damage.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I'm just like, no, stay. And I'm going to 26. You have to beat that 26 athletics, or he's on the ground again.
All right then. Let's see. The acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, whichever
Either.
team's
All right.
whichever team's better.
Me. Yep. Okay. Nope.
No, just straight up no.
Just thwonk back on the ground again.
It's like a traffic cone on its side.
Yeah.
And use the rest of my movement to do a little jig. And then that's it.
All right. So, Ian, what you doing? The battle seems to be turning in your guys' favour.
I'm gonna turn around and fire a bolt into one of the piercers
Okay.
I
next to
recommend
Advent.
this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Motherfucker.
Misses and lands right next to it. Just brrr, on the ground.
They wiggled so much.
One of them sort of wiggles out of the way of the bolt.
Adju's just gonna look at the bolt by his foot and then look to you. And though the mask doesn't have an expression, you're pretty sure you can see confusion.
Sao is just doing a quick point to his side where the fucking creatures are.
Oh
Aim
shit!
there.
Fucking forgot Vladimir. God damn it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fine. It's probably gonna hide anyway.
Yeah.
She knows
would.
better than to get involved with this.
Yeah.
I mean, there
she's
were what
she's
people
gonna,
asked.
gonna hide there.
She saw me get fucking dropped on. Oh, I know what that is, and just fucked off.
Yep.
The smart decision.
Yeah, we did tell her to hide if there was trouble.
Okay, Grunka.
Oh no, I don't like how far away she is.
How far up is this thing? Still 20?
It's 20 feet up. It's
How-
stuck to the ceiling.
How's this stalagmite looking? Could I easily climb this and then just jump to it? Because it
Possibly.
doesn't look.
With an athletics check, you could attempt to do so.
Alright. Might as well. I'm just gonna like run over here. And it's gonna start climbing the stalagmite, which looks pretty like wide and not that steep.
It's yeah.
Is athletics check?
Athletics check.
Yeah, advantage because I'm raging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You climb up all the way to the very top.
Grook's gonna like hang there. He's gonna look at the look at the roper.
You see the large dinner plate tire kind of widen in your direction.
Aye. And he's gonna like jump on it.
Go ahead and make a grapple check.
Alright. That's strength, right?
Yep.
Yep. So you have advantage.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 17.
17. That'll be enough to kind of just grab the tip of its head as it kind of hanging down.
Right. Grook is gonna then take his the axe and just kind of start chopping onto it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
Yeah. And now I can do it recklessly.
Shame we're not technically flanking.
18 misses.
That's a shame.
27 hits.
And can I do the same thing again with the... no, wait, that's throwing. Never mind. I can't do it when I'm melee. So,
Well,
yeah.
okay, 12 damage. And we, how do you want to kill it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
oh,
make
no.
a killing blow.
Everyone's falling.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I need to
Basically-
take this. Oh.
He's raging. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Basically,
Oh,
he's just gonna
worried
like...
about.
Yeah, he's basically gonna be hanging from like the tip of the cone. And he's like, he's gonna be dangling there, and he's gonna look up at him, and he's gonna take his axe, and then like kind of pull himself up, one-handed, and then at the same time like swing his axe upwards, and just like cleave its eye in two.
And with that, the creature's tendrils fall limp. Vellum falls to the ground. Vellum, Grunker, you also fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see. Both of you take. Oh, that's actually no. That's not 1d10. That's
6
1d6.
per 10 feet, right?
Yes, it's 1d6 per 10 feet. Oh, I had it the other way around. So 2d6.
A D10 per 6 feet suddenly becomes a lot more dangerous.
Yeah. I was got confused there for a moment. My bad.
Come on, like,
so-
for both of us, or who's that for?
For both of you, effectively, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you impact onto the ground.
Thank God for temp HP. Ow.
And technically you're in its space, Grunker, so I'll go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to dodge out the way of its massive kind of hefty falling body. As it's effectively coming down like a giant spear into the ground.
Okay. What did you say? An athletics check or dexterity?
Dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw that I have advantage on because danger zone. Yeah, advantage boy. 19.
19. You dodge out the way as it thunk. It just leaves a small crater on the ground, and it seems to pierce up. It pierces itself upside down on the ground.
Dong.
Yep, pretty much.
Quick question: when you're falling, can't you do an acrobatics to try and mitigate it or something?
Yes, you can actually. So I'll say go ahead and make acrobatics checks, you two.
19.
19. I'll say you can reduce it by half. Actually, no.
Great.
19. No, you be with that shorter distance. I'll say you don't take any bludgeoning damage.
Oh, cool. I was expecting just a reduction. That's even better. I get to keep my temp HP. Hooray!
Grunker, go ahead and make an acrobatics check to reduce the falling damage. Grunker.
Grunky.
Yes. Hang on. Let's see. Athletic check.
Yep.
Or did you
Acrobatics. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. That I don't have advantage on, right? Standard chance is only.
Just the buffet you fall. It's not the effect or something.
Yeah.
It's just to reduce 20 feet of. Okay, so you take the full 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
half
You did
to
the hero landing.
8.
Halved.
Half to 8. 4, I mean.
Halved to 4, yes. For raging.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that your turn, Bronca?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, let's say that's it, yeah.
Fucking beasties, fucking giggly shits.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna take a swing at this wounded wiggle. 16.
That hits. You spill most of its guts on the floor, and it's still
Why is it
kind of
advantaging?
it's still wriggling
that's
about helplessly. But
That's
10
meant to be a 10,
misses.
sorry.
10 misses.
Yep.
No, not the babies. Can't do anything.
Fucking. I don't know that.
I mean, haven't they just been like wriggling against you for like 3 turns? 3 turns?
No, that was Otter.
Aja, what you doing? You are muted.
That's the book is the actual.
Well, that's what I get for not wanting to chew on the mac and cheese on stream.
Jeez.
Odd to find myself back to back with Vellum. I'm gonna blow the
I
fuck
forgot
out
you
of
didn't forget what you said. Sorry.
this guy. Because I am cool and original, I'm just gonna shoot it. And oh, I'm gonna miss. Well, that's what happens when you roll a 2.
22 hits though.
It's 17 force damage.
So
Suck
he's
eggs.
prone, so the ranged attack's going to be a disadvantage, by the way.
Yes.
Oh right, okay. So he does not take.
I can't see that he's okay. So that's 12.
Yeah, 12 misses.
So that misses. Then these are a disadvantage, and 29. Okay.
29 hits. So
Alright, 17.
all right. So he
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's
Just takes
changed.
17 damage.
Okay. Right. Next up
Yep.
is we're just gonna get up once again from prone. Seeing its mate kind of impaled on the ground there, it's going to fight or flight instincts kick in. It's going to start fleeing.
It's 10 feet. I guess 20 if it's sprinting.
So as soon as it tries to move out of my...
Yep, it provokes from you. Misses.
Hit. Son of a bitch. Okay.
It uses action to dash. Actually, no. It's going to wriggle up onto the ceiling there. Let's see. That'll be about 10 feet up. Has to be its turn. Piercer, gonna wiggle. It starts attempting to chew on your shoes, Vellum.
Attempting.
Attempting. Visca.
I'm gonna come over to this guy. Can you give me light on my token?
I thought I did. Or did that fade? Okay. 40, 20, replace the light. There we go. That should be up for you now.
Nope.
No,
Ooh.
no light.
Well, why is that? Maybe gotta move the token up, update it. I don't know.
Well, I think I'm within range of it since
Yeah,
it
you're-
used
you're-
half movement
you're-
and it
you're-
only moved 15 feet after that. So, yeah, I'm just gonna attack it.
All right.
Jesus fuck! Can I roll above a 10, please?
Does not hit.
Apparently, I took all the hype.
No. What the fuck? Are you serious?
There you go.
Okay. God damn.
Misses. Both of those miss.
Okay. Well, guess what's gonna happen?
That is unfortunate. Oh, there's the light.
There you go.
12. Okay.
You have to beat a 12. Because I rolled a fucking 5,
21.
Big
6,
impressive numbers over here.
a 5, a 6, and a 5 on these 3 rolls. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yep, sometimes it be.
You shove it with your shield, but it's tiny little flagella beneath it to keep it stuck to the wall. Soyun.
Well, everything just
Happened.
went wee hoo aha. Can I see the roper?
Let's see here. You can just about see.
I think so.
Yeah,
Double
yep.
check the.
Clear line of sight.
This
to
is
it.
all
Yeah.
bright light.
Yeah, you can. It's. Yeah, you can see Liska attempting to shove one of these moving stalactites off of the wall.
I like how they go from stalagmites to stalactites depending on what surface they're on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and shoot at it again with my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're on the ceiling, tights, floor, mites, on the wall, huh? Stalag, huh?
18 misses. Glances off of its thick, rocky hide. Grunker.
Right. Fine, let's see. How far up is it? It's
10
not
feet
like-
Up. It's 10 feet up.
Right, so it would be within range then, right?
It would be within range, yes.
Alright, let's just throw the fucking axe at it. Wee. Misses.
Misses.
Misses. Misses. I guess on. No, I guess that's on the hits. Never mind. Yeah, no, I guess I'm done.
Willem.
I can't fight that other thing, and I don't really want to, and I don't have the heart to smush these things, so I'm just gonna go check on Vadmi and hang out over here for a while. And yeah,
Yeah, Vabnir
I'm
kind
also
of
worried
replies.
about this tunnel here in case anything jumps out of
Yeah.
it, so that's also why I'm over here.
Vabnir kind of replies, "Do you need me to do anything?"
Oh no, you stay safe, Philip.
Okay.
Should be done soon.
Asha.
Okay, I'll just stomp on them myself then.
Fucking baby killer.
Well, maybe better to, focus on the big thing.
Yes, I was fucking preoccupied with the little ones.
But, I mean, I don't know, you two are badasses. Are you telling me you can't slap its dick around?
Oh, you're fine.
I mean, you're the range boy.
I mean, alright. Fine,
do what
I
you
see
want.
how it is.
You do what
I'm
you
just gonna fucking bird.
Hey, you hit.
23
12
hits.
damage.
One against the roper.
Yep.
All right. Boom. You strike it right in the eye, and it kind of singes and burns with this sort of divine force.
Fuck off. Question.
Yes.
Do I actually have to attack these things, or are they considered helpless?
At this point, they're probably considered very helpless. They used what they could in the ambush.
And I will go ahead and just...
Go ahead and make just make an unarmed attack for me real quick.
Oh, you don't want me to do that when I stomp on these things. At least you're automatically proficient with unarmed. So, I don't have one of these ready, so here's just... There you go.
15 just about hits.
We established these things as 10.
What?
Did I misremember that?
No,
Yeah.
they've always been 15 AC.
Okay.
I mean, check the recording if you like. I don't think.
No,
I've
I'm not
ever-
doubting you.
Yeah.
I've been distracted with Kraft macaroni and cheese. So,
Fair enough.
and also I haven't had it hit him yet. So then I guess I'm just gonna squish a dude.
Okay. So go ahead. So what's the unarmed attack damage? Remind
1
me.
plus strength
Fucking
modifier.
1.
1 plus strength. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was asking if they're actually helpless.
They can't really attack, but they are very very wriggly and evasive.
Okay, then we
So
I assume
I would not actually be able to attack it if they're not helpless, and I can squish it. I can't actually attack it because I took my action to shoot. Gotta be legal. That's
right.
why I
Yeah.
asked that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still medium creatures.
And be legal when killing babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do baby
So
killing
I'll
correctly.
Take back that 1 damage. So.
Yeah, that 1 damage.
Mother of God.
Let's see, Roper. It's going to keep ascending up. Let's see, to 20 feet. It's on the ceiling now. And it's going to move that way, dashing.
Okay. I attack.
I like the fact that it has
Alright.
to dash to move anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ropers
like,
aren't
it's
very
like 10
fast.
feet, so to dash
It is a
is
very sedentary.
Go ahead and attack.
super slow.
Not really meant to move.
11.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me?
What's happened tonight, guys? You've been rolling nat 20s.
I mean, better this fight than a dangerous one.
I mean,
I don't know.
Kind of
Speak for yourself, Mister. I took a max damage crit.
I mean, to be fair, that was a double.
Yeah.
Pierces start nibbling on the tail of your rope.
Liska's going to step. And she's going to swing.
All right.
Is this fucking bullshit?
Luck be with you.
You could do it.
You can do it.
No, you
And-
Power
can't.
of friendship.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
Power of friendship is bunk.
And then
Well, obviously, because you're not fucking here.
You're not trying hard enough.
okay.
Gonna shove.
Beat
Okay.
athletics.
Big words from the babysitter.
just shoving it around.
You're bullying it. Killed its babies and you bullied it.
Nope. It saves.
Remains.
No, you know how I feel.
Remains held to the ceiling.
All right. That ends my turn.
Zion.
Can I cross the river without falling in?
I mean, Venom's just been long jumping over.
Yeah, I mean, you can just hop over it
Yeah.
if you got a decent amount of oomph.
Mhm.
You might need a
Alright.
running jump.
Yeah, you're gonna need a running jump.
And how far is that I need to run?
10.
10 feet, I think.
Start.
Not
So
10
you'd
feet.
have to
Jump.
So I'll
back up.
move here.
It's
that's
about
10
10 feet.
If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Beep.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'll try and attack that one.
Sure. It
With-
attacked at little babies.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Maybe they do it.
Killed
Nothing.
them.
Why does everyone want to murder?
Baby
Yeah,
ain't
why
doing
does
nothing.
everyone
They
want to
said
murder
they
the babies instead of the parent that's just chilling over here?
Yeah, that is confusing.
12 misses.
I mean, you don't say anything. You're not even doing anything.
It kind of wriggles out the
You
way.
have once
rolls
again
away.
removed yourself.
Grunker.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, just
we
remove
know
the
you're
whole block
fine.
against
You're
your
not into
board.
combat.
I took half my health in one bite, okay? I'm gonna take a sit down.
I took half my health when these fuckers peppered me. You know, the innocent babies that impaled me.
I mean, you know. Accidents happen.
Oh,
Mistakes
accident
in the-
happened.
Eh. Go ahead.
Right. So, just gonna throw the axe at it, I guess.
Wildman action.
18 misses. 18 misses. Vadmir kind of turns to you, Vellum, and says, "Go, I'm fine."
I'm gonna peek down this tunnel here just to make sure there isn't anything down here that's a problem, because we have been making a bit of noise.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I just don't want to get ambushed, okay?
14. You can see some sort of bright light beginning to emerge from the other end of the tunnel.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Vadmir, come on. We need to move away from here.
Oh, okay. And
And
with that, I'll put her on the initiative.
Skidale, skidoodle. Come on over to here. But nope. There we go.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll get to the. We'll get
She
to her
rolled
turn.
24.
She rolled a natural 20.
That would be. Did the
Well,
check count as my action?
You probably
Uh,
could just move her on just after Vellum.
Yeah. Unless she's going to actually actively participate, you don't need to clutter the initiative with an extra person that won't really do much.
Yeah, we'll say we'll get her over there. Next up is Aja.
Yeah. Did the check take my action? Sorry. I
Oh,
didn't-
I'll say the check. Action.
If it's yes, it's fine. I just want to be sure if I had the action left over.
That would probably take in your action. Search is
fair enough.
considered an action.
That's fine. I should have hit the button already. There we go.
Okay, Aja.
Let me just double check this real fast. Sure, that's not that. Okay. Well, let's just continue to shoot the man. Because
11 hits. Sorry, 20 hits rather. Takes 11 damage.
Say.
My bad.
11 hits. Great!
Yeah.
11 hits Augur.
11 force damage. All right. Is that your turn?
This isn't Tarask. You can't crit fail to succeed.
Okay. Next up. Seeing
Yeah, well, yeah.
that it's cornered, like it's going to just lash out like a cornered rat at this point. It's going to make a. I'll say. Last two people who hit it be Aja and Grunker. Going to make two attacks on Aja, 2 attacks on Grunker. That'd be a 16 and an 8 for Grunker.
Neither hits.
Alright. Next up, 16 and a 24 for Aja.
24 to me.
Yeah, I imagine that hits.
Yeah, it has a
Yeah.
40 range.
That's a 50-foot range.
Oh, well, fuck me. Well, it hits.
Alright, you are grappled. And it's going
Again.
to... You are considered grappled. It's going to use its real attack. Real action, rather. Going to reel you in...
Now,
big fish.
Is reeling an action?
Reeling is part of its multi-attack.
Okay.
25 feet. Yeah, it's going to move you. Forced movement about up to just dangling over Liska. And,
Oh, hello again.
not close enough to use a bite attack, so it's that's going to be its turn.
Hello, could you pull me down?
It's going to move 10 feet this way.
Alright.
You see it moving overhead, kind of leading Arja with its tendril.
Yay, that
Hey,
hits.
there we go.
For 13
Stay
bludgeoning, and it doesn't move.
Okay, so yeah, just
And it's finally marked.
and it is marked. Yes.
Fucking finally. How many rounds have we done? 6? 6 rounds about to come
Yeah.
up? That is 10 attacks. That did nothing.
Is the Wiggle Boys.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're gonna move over towards you and Vapnia. Vapnia kind of goes, "Oh, they're so sweet," except that they tried to kill Ajar.
It's just nature trying to be nature.
Why are they get off my hoof?
I think you can take her off the order since she's just going to be following.
She is actually just going to fling a small mote of light from her hands towards the creature, which kind of misses and impacts on the dirt. That's gonna be her turn.
Alright.
Liska.
Swing, swing.
You.
Yep, swing, swing.
Can you bonk it? Pull me down? Oh, the blood is starting to pool in my head.
It's okay.
10.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Avon.
And then-
Wow.
RN Jesus does not like you tonight. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It's okay.
Your athletic checks are hitting.
Yeah, they are. With a 15.
And it's on the ground.
Boom.
And Edgar goes on the ground too, probably.
Aja is on the
Yes,
ground.
I guess they're grappled. Hey, ah! Thank you.
I'll say probably because that cave falls on an angle. It just kind of rolls like a traffic cone down here.
Okay, yeah. And Liska's just gonna like use her shield as a ramp. So she's gonna like, can she like catch Azure on her shield and just kind of like slant roll him down onto the ground so he doesn't like take fall damage or anything?
I'll go ahead and say,
You reflavoring your push feature?
No, I'm not gonna push him. I just used the push, but it's just like since he's falling on me and he can't end up in my square, I was just being like, can I flavor it that Liska's catching him and just like setting him down?
I'll go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Okay. Can I make it athletics since it's the strength that I'm kind of doing it with?
Just knocking me out of the air to the side.
Well, no, it's like
My God!
catching you on one arm and then just kind of like rolling you off.
It's
Yeah,
more like
that's fair.
trying to get your arm in the right place at the right time to catch him. This is kind of seeing how dexterous you could be with your reaction time.
All right.
And not just bonk him.
Yeah. 6. I'll say.
I mean, it's flavor. He's gonna have to end somewhere anyway. So
Yeah. I'll say, Archie, go ahead and make an acrobatics check to lessen the fall damage.
How high was I? Because that thing pulled me.
You were sort of midway between your point of origin and the roper, so I'll say about 15 feet in the air. Let's see.
How far does it pull?
Falls 25 feet.
Okay, because that's. If it pulled me here,
Mhm.
it wouldn't have room to bring me vertical.
Okay, so
So I'm just saying. I'll make an acrobatics check, but that is a thing. If we're gonna use Z levels, it's a little confusing.
yeah. It's
And
difficult.
acrobatics without, yeah, it's 2.
I'll say about that
I
point.
drop and snap my fucking neck.
In fairness, if I may, it couldn't pull me vertically until I was under it. So I think it's not like a direct line pull like an Eldritch Blast.
Fair point. Let me double check something. Quick reference. Okay, so I'll say it doesn't actually pull you vertically upwards until you get like within 5 feet of it.
Okay,
So
that's good to know.
so forget the acrobatics check. You take no full damage.
And I'll have to be ejected here because I can't be in your space.
However, you are still grappled by the tendril. Let's see. That'd be.
How am I still grappled by it?
Because there's no forced movement.
I thought he force moved Roper.
I mean, but not.
Did you not shove it?
I mean, I did knock it down, but it's like the tentacle is what's doing it. I don't know. It's,
Yeah,
If it's
ropers are complicated. It's very it's lots of weird grappling mechanics.
Also, it wasn't horizontal movement; it was vertical. So I don't think it would have changed much
Yeah.
in terms of like if it was taut or something.
I imagine the forced movement would have had to be against Aja to force the grapple free, not the roper
or maybe the
itself.
tentacle.
Yeah. But regardless, I believe.
Confusing, man.
Yeah.
Tricky business.
All right.
It's is that your turn, Liska? Okay.
Right.
Zayun. This creature looks like it's on its last legs. You can see it's almost kind of slightly shattered and broken on the ground. It's kind of struggling to get itself back up.
Ah, yes, I would do something, but there's a mountain of a woman in the way.
It's just
Still,
off cover.
yeah.
You can use your legs.
Although, I mean, 22. It's kind of hard to hit, so.
Yeah, and it's also technically prone, so it's a disadvantage too.
Oh yeah, shit. Even if you had clear line of sight by going there, still fucking.
I mean, you can still roll. Like, what's it gonna hurt you?
Might hurt you.
Probably
No.
not. I have a higher AC than it does.
Yeah. I don't think we really have those kind of rolls, so.
Fuck it.
When in doubt, fucking butt.
You just killed the ogre. Good job.
15 misses.
Fucking spanked.
Every miss just hits ogre instead.
Yeah.
What?
All
Gravitates damage towards him. Alright, I guess it's Drunken's turn then. If Sayu's done.
Yep.
Alright, it's on the ground now, right?
Yep, it's prone, so you have advantage.
Yeah!
Fucking slap him in the nuts.
Do they have visit? Oh, okay.
Just rope
21 hits.
Oh, you have advantage, so roll again in case you crit.
Oh, right, I thought I checked advantage. Okay. Let's just do that. Nope, 12 damage.
Yep. Make the killing blow.
Oh, okay. It's basically the same thing. It's just gonna be like rolling around on the ground, and because it's gonna just chop it in the eye.
Okay.
Sing. Ah, damn it. Okay.
Do we want to call combat? Because I don't think these wigglers are going to do much.
Do you?
Unless you had a. time debate.
Vellum, you hear some sort of shouting from the cave. In fact, you all hear it as the sound carries.
Shit. Okay, we gotta move now. Vladimir, stick closer, man.
Oh no. They know we're here.
Uh-oh, gotta go.
Let's keep quiet and move as fast. They know where we are.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Vladimir kind
What direction?
of rushes along.
Can I get a knife out and start quickly chopping off tentacles?
It's going to go survival check to harvest these creatures is going to come down to the wire. Go ahead and make a
17 right there.
17. Yep. And I'll see to make a dexterity check to see how deftly and quickly you can do this.
Okay. Okay.
$16. Not bad. You begin to kind of rapidly looking back over your shoulder, back to where you heard the yelling. You kind of snap off the tendrils. What else did you want to do?
Going to go to the other ones.
Listen, we don't have time for this. They're coming.
You begin to hear more. You begin to hear footsteps kind of coming down the cave now, coming down the tunnel.
On.
Go ahead and make your survival check. Benny.
To be
All
fair,
right.
this isn't too bad of a defensive position if we just want to obliterate them.
Let's see. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. See how quickly you can do this.
Also, since Grunka decided to purposely say that he attacks the eyes, is there any way that I can harvest the eyes?
This rope rye is damaged beyond repair.
Fantastic. Okay.
Sadly, Grunky
Another
didn't
one
know.
up there was
10. This one
was
takes
the one
you. Takes
down
you,
there damaged as well.
This one
Yeah.
takes.
He specifically said he hits both in the eye.
This one takes
Okay.
you
Eyes are
a
destroyed.
bit longer to do, and it's then that you see out of the corner of your eye, emerging from the tunnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Liska.
Maybe next time, do not fire the fucking cannon.
You see emerging this large flame elemental wreathed in fire, drawing two of its blades. You see the deep dwarf wreathed in fiery armor, pointing over in your direction. There he is! Get him! There's the thief!
Assumedly, Vladimir is still vexed to Vellum, so he's going to try and scooter behind the little stalagmite here, protective fashion,
Okay.
just out of sight. Since shit's about to get fucking real.
This is happening.
Okay, so what you missed, Ducky, was Grunka killed the thing. Liska was harvesting bodies, and in that time, we got caught because they were here.
Yeah, they heard
I
a big
can
boom.
see that, but what I
Alright.
can't see is Liska's token.
It's just down here.
she's-
Yeah,
here
because
with
for
the
some
other
reason the light is not.
So, what are you doing, guys? Are you running or you're fighting?
Well,
So did I get the 6 from the last one? Or the
I
other one?
believe the DC was on the contract. It's in notes, letters, and iconography with the
There
Roper
we go.
contract.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, I got both. Cool, sweet. Wait.
Let's see. You only got one rope
I'm gonna
ride.
speak something to him.
One rope ride because the other one Grunka damaged. And
No,
just-
Grunka damaged both.
Grunka destroyed
Yeah.
both.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
He specifically called
Yep.
out doing it.
Yep.
Right.
Um,
Okay. So you got the roper tendrils.
So, DC 10 survival check for all 10, DC 14 for half. Oh, that must be left over. Okay. Can I do torchy? So there we go. Fucking okay.
So what you doing?
I mean, Liska's going to wade back and kind of come in here and just be like, next time, do not default to firing the thing that can be heard from a far distance. She's gonna say this out. And then
I
like
didn't fire my rifle at any point. during
Now's
this.
not time to argue. Are we leaving?
you did use the charge blade, which did make big.
A little late for that now.
What you doing,
They're
guys?
already here.
I mean, are we
Are you,
That's the
running?
question.
are you guys running, or are you engaging in combat?
It's like, run if you're going to run.
Roger
man.
has
Take up
started
the rear.
speaking to the and trying to address this door.
Did he did?
The dwarf draws his sword, and you can see him begin to ignite it. This long bastard sword, kind of wreathing in flame, and he points it towards you, Aja, as you speak,
Okay.
and listening.
Well, let's continue our initiative then.
Seems intent on listening. Speak,
Listening.
holy man.
Okay. Well, in Dwarvish, he will say, if anyone understands Dwarvish, he's currently speaking Dwarvish. Offer you a penance and a chance to survive. Drop your weapons and walk home, or you can perish here. And in response to speak, I will make your friend disappear. You will be here alone, and you will die to all of us. Or you can just go home. Maybe, in fact, I'll guarantee your safety if you cooperate. Help us find our princess. We'll leave your camp alone.
This is like a cross between an intimidation and a persuasion.
I'll do whatever you ask, boss. I think they're the same.
Okay, I will say, because you started off with sort of trying to intimidate him, I'll go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Okay. And you're gonna get a 1 and a 2 and a hoopla 11.
11.
2.
Not +2 because he didn't cast bless.
Right.
No. Because we are in combats. Our tracker never went down.
Alright. The deep dwarf responds to you in dwarvish.
Aggressive typing.
Aggressive typing.
Aggressive dwarfing.
And
I like to think that the,
the tone
clack of his keyboard is just how his accent sounds.
the dwarf seems resolute and steadfast as he continues to point, and then nods over to this to the large elemental by his side. Kill them.
I tried to reason with him. Okay, kill the dwarf.
Brunker, your turn.
Alright. We never went out of initiative, did we?
You
Nope.
briefly.
Nope, we never went off of initiative.
Okay, so good, I'm still raging. Guess I'm gonna like... I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna take out my crossbow. Just gonna shoot the dwarf.
Okay.
Probably not advantage, so it's a 19.
19.
Can-
What?
Can you technically throw your axe at the piercers and bounce it to the dwarf or the elemental?
Technically.
Technically, you
Let me
can.
see. Let's see. It has to be within 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
Yeah,
short.
Oh man, that would have been just like just
it would have been
imagine
great.
being like a hop skip, just like poop.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
I
But
don't know where he's just like, oh god. an axe.
Well, 19 does hit.
yeah, 6 damage to the dwarf.
All right.
And a 16.
16 just barely hits.
Alright, that's 7 damage to him.
Alright.
That's it. Where's my token? There.
Okay.
That's it.
Vellum.
Well, they've specifically called out. I assume it was directed at Vladimir when they mentioned thief, because that's what they've been calling her, right?
That seemed to be the case.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the help action for Vladimir's next. Is help action work on checks as well? I recall skill checks. I mean.
Yes.
Okay, just be sure. Okay, so I'm going to
The
do
only
the help
thing
It's
action.
the aid.
The only thing they don't help on is spellcasting.
Death
Well, I'm
saving.
going to do the help action to Vladimir so she can hide. Yeah, and then since I can't get there in a turn anyway, and I'm going to go the dupe over to good friends and also associate. And that will be me.
Good friends and the associate.
Yes.
Well,
Well, I mean, that could be a nickname, the associate.
that's like the Black Adam +1. Well, I am a man of my word.
You doing what I think you're doing? Oh lordy, it coming.
Yep.
Banishment, a
Oh
classic.
shit.
Yep. Snap.
So, charisma saving throw. Okay.
Which is not something monsters tend to spec it earlier.
Unless you're a demon.
18.
That's a very handsome elemental.
No, I wouldn't get any. So it's 18 and 0 damage. None. Status. I'll just say. I'll give him a purple icon for your banishment. All right. The Myrmidon vanishes, claps out of existence,
Better be done.
and the Flamekeeper looks over his shoulder, then back to Aja. This confused look.
Literally told you what was going to happen, and
Yep.
you're still dumb.
By the way, Jan,
Yep.
you said that there was like a little person inside of the Myrmidon. Did that also disappear?
Seems to disappear as well.
Alright.
Must be technically the same.
Rip that dude.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Seeing this, he's going to vanish out of existence.
Oh shit.
Well,
Those,
shit.
those good old Dwergar invisibilities.
That's probably not good, because you can just tell them where we are now.
Yeah. That's why I was hoping we
That's
could
very,
before we got
very
here.
not good.
Well, Vadmir luckily knows how to deal usually, but I don't know if it's been a long or short. I don't think we had a long or short rest. I don't think. No, she can cast Fairy Fire again.
Who knows? Well, it's
well-
too late now.
Pierce is
Yeah,
going
the Wiggly. Fucking Wigglers, I love them. To the waters with you.
They're going to see where this is going and use just vanish into the water.
Alright.
Safe voyage, friendly Wigglers.
Bye bye. Aw man, it's gonna feed into Webby. Oh well.
Let's see. Vladimir is going to. Seeing that the dwarf has just vanished, going to. What can she do? Going to come up to you, Vellum, and kind of reach up, kind of tap the back of your head with a boop, with sort of boop, and you feel this surge of adrenaline through your body as she casts haste.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'm going in, boys.
I'm fine, Vellum. You do what you do best.
In other words, stop simping.
Maybe stop simping. Fucking. I was about to go in, and they disappeared.
Like,
That's going to be her turn. This has no saving throw. It just lasts, yeah?
Yeah, until anger, yeah, like they get damage.
Yep.
Welp.
And because
Before a minute passed.
Yep. And because he fucked off, there's no way for me to fail. Unless I willingly cast another concentration.
Unless you like trip and fall, hit your head.
So,
That'd be
sorry,
hilarious.
this girl, what you doing?
Why does everyone have to fucking stand in front of me?
They're inconsiderate of sizes.
Yeah.
Did you race it against small people?
Have to.
I'm
No,
raced
that's
against
Maybe killing
ranged
another.
people who stand in front of melee.
Yeah, you're literally barricaded in.
None shall pass.
And bloop. With torch. Right. So where was he before he disappeared?
Yeah.
He was standing
Good.
right next to the elemental, about there.
Right, where?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to. 'Cause I imagine he's probably off the map. And the map doesn't go that far.
Means I don't know which would.
And they came from which direction? From here?
From the tunnel.
Okay.
Because he could have gone back that way because it's closest, or he could have tried to trick us and gone this way.
Okay. I think either way, I wouldn't be able to catch him wherever he may be. Then I guess I'll just do nothing because I dashed to do stuff. So, bloop.
All right, Grunker, what you
Oh,
doing?
it was Sal's turn. It was Sal's turn.
Oh, sorry,
I got skipped.
Science, my bad.
Timer.
Super.
I can't do shit. Pass.
Okay, Grunker.
Can you listen to see which path he might have taken? Because invisibility doesn't stop sound.
I could try.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yay.
13. It's difficult to tell. The rushing water seems to from your point of view seems to cover any sound that might occur from any sound that the deep dwarf might be making.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. Grunker.
Right. Just kind of like go over here. We're gonna check up for footprints.
Sure.
Survival or perception or
Go ahead and make a. This would be a checking for footprints.
I know it's survival to track people.
I believe it's
Yeah.
track
Yeah.
survival.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
right. Yes, normal. Cause oh hey.
21. From best you can tell, there seems to be some measuring. It's a trail that seems to lead just here.
Wait, so I literally stopped in front of him?
Apparently so.
That
That's-
unlucky motherfucker.
It's so
um,
hilarious when you realize all of this is happening at once.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's my action. I can't actually attack now.
But you can point out where he is.
Yeah, Grunkus is gonna point at him and like point at the footprints that are like standing in front of Liska and it's like, he's there.
Oh.
You just look down and see some like boot prints in front of you.
Just like slightly shaking. Just
Yeah,
like,
they're slowly going wider as he's shaking in his boots.
Okay.
Vellum.
Well, seeing that he's just been hasted, Van he's gonna give a bit of a sigh and yeah, no, just want you to be safe, that's all. So I'm gonna go skedaddle.
Get going.
My
She
movement
kind of
speed is
slaps you on
double.
the arse and goes.
Inappropriate gender. Okay, so my movement speed is
He's
doubled,
older
so I
than
can go basically wherever the fuck I want. That is exactly enough for me to get where I need to go.
All right.
So Grunkin pointed directly here, yes?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a swing. Now, do I need to roll with disadvantage or just a straight roll and see if he's actually there?
This would be disadvantage.
Yeah,
but
it's
you're also
technically flanking.
So it's just a straight
Normal roll.
Alright then. First attack. 15 probably doesn't do anything.
I think 16 was his. Amazing.
15 misses.
17.
17 hits. 11.
And due to haste, I get an extra attack.
Yep. Well, hang on. I need to do concentration check. Remind me.
Oh.
Remind me what that is again.
It's a Constitution save, and it has to beat
Beat
10
damage.
or half the damage taken, whichever's higher.
Whichever is higher.
Okay, Constitution save.
So right now he has to beat a 10.
So it has to be a 10.
He's a dwarf, so he's probably gonna.
Those dwarven casters, man.
16. Yep, that he succeeds. Cool,
Well,
and-
sadly that 12 does miss
yeah.
then.
12 misses.
But he ain't going fucking nowhere, so that'll be me.
Arsha, what you doing?
I should.
I'm gonna bird at him. Because I'm good at that.
Okay.
And just do... And I believe this is gonna be just disadvantage for me.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Dad hits.
sorry buddy.
That's another Constitution save.
Another 10 he has to
Sorry buddy.
beat. Then another 10.
So to speak, 2 10s. Con save. Do.
Oh, if he fails the first one, he's gonna get crit in the face. Oh wait, no, for
Yeah.
ranges. Sorry, I'm forgetting about. Yeah, sorry. Ignore me.
It's because he's invisible. If he fails the first one,
Oh.
and now he's visible, now that's a crit.
Oh. Boom.
That's a ranged attack, though. I don't think it benefits from flanking.
Do you crit on 19?
No, it's a 20. Or
Do you
30.
have advantage?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm mixing it up with flanking.
I'm sorry for some. Why was I thinking at advantage?
Because I'm stupid and I influenced you. I'm sorry.
No, so it doesn't. He just takes a grand total of 30, and he's visible.
Grand total of 30 damage.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
hello there. Nice
So I
to see you.
puncture a hole right through his goddamn chest.
It dents the flaming armor. And you watch the
Remember,
light.
it's force, so it overcomes anything. In terms of magical.
Right. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Is that your turn?
And I step back further. And
Oh,
that's my
between a
turn.
rock and two hard places.
Suddenly more piercers.
Suddenly, fuck off.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost killed my wizard in one of my games from piercers because they were all just sitting there and the party was just resting. And they're like, oh, wizard.
Actually, no. It's gonna. can he do?
You can fucking die. That's
Fucking eat shit and die.
Again, caught between two rocks and a hard.
Yeah. You
A
guys
rocket
boxed him on. That survival check really fucked him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, going forward fucked him instead of like away.
I mean, if Grunker hadn't found him, I was just gonna do a full sweep and run all the way over here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, none of us expected he would go that way. Everyone expected him to like go away. So then,
Well, you know, going the way nobody
If
expected.
he just wasn't so fat and left such deep footprints,
yeah,
he would have.
yeah, it was
He
actually
would have just
quite
been
a
perfect.
yeah, it was actually quite a big brain move when you think about it.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, if we hadn't seen the footprints, we wouldn't have expected him to go that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
too bad my eye. Yeah, too bad my eyes are bigger than his brain.
Yeah. So
All
what's he
he
doing,
had to
Jenner?
do was cross the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he doing, Janner?
I'm trying to figure out.
So he's
Yeah.
either going to try and leave, which will get opportunity attacks. He'll try to hit Vellum, who is currently at 20 AC thanks to haste, or Liska, who is a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
he's-
real with you, Chief. It's not looking good for him.
No, it's not.
He could
His
just
best
grovel.
chance is surrender.
Yeah, he could just
He
grovel.
was told his options, but choose not to listen.
It's true. We literally like we did the fucking play-by-play, and he's just like, as it started happening, he's just like, "What's going on?"
Wait,
Yeah.
what just happened? I thought you were bullshitting. Oh god, he's not bullshitting.
He's going to make in his zealous fervor. He's going to attempt to make one final stab in the dark here. He's going to summon a spiritual weapon next to Arja
Oh.
in the form of a great flaming sword. Once that actually loads.
That's 70 feet.
Let's see
I
here.
don't think the range is there for it.
Range is 60.
Range is 60.
So you can get to there.
About there.
There. Actually, he can use his. Can get it right here.
Okay, so I can get it right there. Oh, why is that not fucking showing up on the stream view? Is that visible to all of you?
Nope.
Are you on the right layer?
Yeah, I'm on the token layer.
We were having issues with here. That's not the way. So,
You know what? Fuck it. I'll just.
ah, Torchy.
Yeah. I'll just fucking use Torchy. This great flaming sword that appears next to Arja.
Has to be right there.
Yeah, there you
Big
go.
old Torchy.
And it's going to just take a swing if that's how it works.
Yep.
Yep. To that and that. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
And you take 9 points of force damage as it swings at you. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, or concentration.
All right.
Did it swing?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a roll.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, that was
I know I
whisper.
have 10 AC, but I didn't
Yeah,
see
that
a
was
roll.
it. That was 11 to hit.
Wow.
That's it.
All right, well, let's-
The last moment of desperation, attempting to free his body. You gather a
But
may
Oh.
they like they're friends. It's a slave.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, and look where I am! Oh no!
All right, so the elemental
Do you happen to have inspiration?
bursts back into
I don't. Does
existence.
somebody want to give me an inspiration?
Fuck it. Give him my inspiration.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
just got
Huh?
roll again.
Here we go.
Mask more.
No.
No,
Well, Mike Grunker's in front of it, not me, but it still sucks.
Is that actually the space it was in?
yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, literally rounded the corner and then you fucking bamfed it out of existence.
Alright.
You
My
and you see
concentration is broken on
the flame keeper turn around over his shoulder and point to the flame elemental, and then point to the rest of you. Kill them. As he's on his last breaths.
Man, clutch decision with that spiritual weapon.
I mean, he's gonna be dead in a second, but good on him.
Yeah. Smart cleric.
Let's see. Vladimir is going to kind of wide-eyed look as this elemental comes back into existence. Oh dear. And she's going to it's all sneaky spells. She's just gonna kind of anxiously point a finger towards. What's the range on that actually?
She can do the hide action. She would need to.
She's gonna do one last.
How much damage did I take?
That was 9 force damage.
Alright.
She's going to do just a prismatic burst against the dwarf. 21 hits for 6. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. This shining mote of light kind of springs forth from her finger and just blinds him for a moment, and then just sparkles around his head, and he falls down dead.
How'd it go, Vladimir?
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
I did not mean to kill him.
And with that, she's gonna kind of dip behind the rocks, not hiding because that'll take her actions to do so, but just dipping behind the rocks. Okay. Big boy's turn.
Killed by a rainbow.
He wasn't at all maintained by the dwarf, was he?
Apparently not. As the dwarf fell,
Okay.
the creature is still apparently active.
Well,
let's
good
see.
thing Rook is resistant to fire. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
The elemental turns towards Grunker and almost tilts its head. Grunker, you swear there's an air of familiarity about this creature that you can't quite put your finger on. However, the head kind of snaps out of its daze and makes a series of attacks on you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Actually, no, I'll make this public. Why not? Uses that attack and deals an extra. Let's put that in brackets so I can easily read the damage. It's going to use fiery strikes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Come on, roll 20. You can do it. You can push that. You can push those rolls through. Why the hell is it advantage? Should not be advantage. I'll re-roll that other one. That was not meant to be advantage. That would be a crit. Okay. You take first one is 24 to hit. 7 slashing, 2 fire, plus an additional 5 from fiery strikes.
Alright, so should we just do it all as one thing, or?
I mean, I'm kind of concentrating on this. If someone else wants to do the math on this, I'd be more than happy. This is a lot of damage.
Right. Okay.
I'm guessing the 24 to 22 hit, right? So it's 14 slashing, 7, 9 plus 10, so that's 19 fire, halved to 9. So 14 slashing and 9 fire, which is a total of 23 damage.
Yep.
Does it have a magical weapon?
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's magical for rage.
The plus the additional fire for each of those strikes for fiery strikes.
Yeah, I added those in. It's 23
Okay.
total.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So
For
20
some
damage.
reason, my dumbass
Sorry, I did it really fast. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myth.
Nice brain. I was thinking the resistances were to non-magical and not just the damage types.
No, it's
No,
damage
yeah.
types.
Yeah, raging is just full. All
I don't
slashing bludgeoning.
barbarian.
Yeah, barbarian's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Okay, so
and I-
the
23,
the,
right?
the fire elemental ignites its blades and just this swirling firestorm of blades up against your form, Grunker.
Ow! What the fuck?
That's going to be actually no, it's going to move over.
I thought we were friends, Carl.
Going to move over here.
Oh, that's nice.
Visca.
Oh, good.
Well, if he's gonna move right there, hold on, I need to check something because I
Can
have
you
an
push
idea.
him into the fucking river?
That's what I'm checking. Give me a second.
Yeah, just dunk a bitch.
I'm a powerful fire elemental. Shove.
Oh god.
Why'd you cool off?
Oh god, the water.
Give him the swirly.
They pushed me into the water.
Fucking.
Nerd.
I hate that character. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to. Why the fuck not? I'm gonna attack first because I'm feeling like someone who doesn't have legs can't be knocked prone. So I'm just going to attack first.
Okay.
And where's my fuck? I always forget where my attacks are.
Oh, this is a long combat session. I wasn't anticipating this, but still.
19, I'm sure. Well,
19
actually,
hits.
does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
For 14 damage. Ooh,
Yep.
23, I'm sure hits. For 9 damage. All this is magical.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna be like, hi. I'm going to push you now. Oof. It might, roll higher, but if it doesn't, tell you what,
Dunk.
holy shit, it don't.
Oh shit.
So, I will push it that way. So it is half in the water.
The question is, does it float?
Yeah,
we all float down here.
the flames start licking the water. A bit of steam. All right, is that your turn?
I will move one step closer.
Okay.
And yeah, he's in the water, or at least some in the water, and I will enjoy my superiority.
Okay. Taoyun.
I don't know what to do, to be honest. I've thought over my options. I could shoot, but either with a crossbow that deals, well, nothing, or my gun, which will alert everybody.
Okay.
I mean, you already used the charge blade, which, so you might as well. Like the consequences of it have already occurred, so we're just cleaning it up.
What you doing,
Just feel
Taoyun?
sad. Just feel bad for
I'm
all
just-
the people that are.
I'm moving up and just taking a fucking pot shot.
Okay.
Obliterate.
That hits.
Exodia. That's what you should call your gun, Exodia.
Another shot echoes throughout the cave.
return.
And there we have
And-
the Fungamunga.
This is all magical, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
And then another fire elemental comes around the corner. What's that noise?
You joke, but he did holler saying, hey, they're over here, so he's not alone.
Yeah.
He might have been hollering to the elemental.
I mean, he has been
Maybe.
treating it like a co-worker instead of like it is.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Grunka.
He's gonna go over here, and I guess he's gonna.
Fuck him up.
Yeah. Weapon.
Go ahead.
You get advantage.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit.
a crit.
Oh,
Juicy.
Another one. So that's 31 damage.
Nice, nice.
and another turn. One. All right, so your magical hammer, your thwing, clanging against the obsidian plates. You watch parts of the flame kind of scatter off, and you swear for a brief moment you can see a small foot, kind of in the midst of this cyclone of flame, before the flame once again re-engulfs it.
Oh. Okay.
There's a person in there.
Bellum, what you doing?
Quick question, Junior. Are
Yeah.
you keeping track of how many hastes has gone by, or am I? Because once that ends, I get pretty tired.
Double check how much it's.
Because I can keep track if you want me to, because you got enough going. I just wanted to
I'd probably say I'll allow you to keep track if you like.
Sure. I'll just pop in haste.
Okay.
Moment. It's been 2 turns? 1 turn? I think it's 2 turns. Anyway. Well, since I can move like fucking wind, I'm gonna go skibidi-boo, scabada-woo over to here.
Alrighty.
How was that
Because
again?
I believe it was quote skibbity boo, bubbity boo.
Something to that effect. But I couldn't flank on Grunka's side because you're in the way. Alright, so, I'm gonna take a whack at this boy. Nope, that should have been with advantage because flank. So, 18?
18 hits, just about.
What up? That's 15 magical. That's crit.
Ugh.
That's 3 this session. What the shit? And
Could you like round your
That-
numbers down by
that
3
was,
and
way
give
too
that
much.
excess to Liska, please? Thank you.
That's
You'll still
all
hit,
good.
and she'll
Oh.
finally start.
Hang on. I did it too much. There we go.
Did you add like an extra 0 in
Yeah.
So that's like, oh.
Plus 24. That
okay,
hits.
do you want a summary of the damage, Jenner?
Fuck.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay,
Sorry, minus 12.
because I was just gonna
yeah.
summarize it, so you didn't have to.
It's alright, I got all the damage. You begin slushing away, and as you kind of you see the flame kind of dissipate and then reform with each of your slashes. You too begin to see this sort of vaguely small humanoid form contained within before the flame re-engulfs it.
Alrighty. And that'll be me once I find my button. There it is.
Aja, what you doing?
Well, you failed to save once, so eat shit. Let me make sure I'm in range. Because I am not a cheater. Yep. I condemn him to eat shit.
Damn it to eat shit.
DC 18, damage 7, disadvantage on the next attack roll for the end of your turn. Of its turn. Okay. And I'll just give him the purple icon.
He indeed age checked.
He indeed did. Alright.
That's what I got, boss.
Okay, next up, Bubmia is going to. Let's see. Gonna do what she does best, and kind of skitter over to this small crater, kind of staying out of the way. She's going to fling another prismatic burst. Which misses. And kind of glances off of the flaming armor.
Oh boy, strap in, folks. It's time to play fucking Myrmidon roulette.
Let's see if it regains its fiery strikes. It does not.
Okay.
So instead, it's gonna turn towards Grunker, make another 3 attacks.
Oh, Grunka specifically. These are all at disadvantage, by the way.
Yep, disadvantage.
He's
Who's the next attack?
So we double check
Oh,
that.
right, 'cause you...
It's an next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
I mean, it's also marked by me, so all its attacks get disadvantage.
Oh, right, yeah, you
Well,
think
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because he's not attacking. He's
So
not specifically attacking me.
17, 23. So does 17 hit? 17 just hits.
Yeah, 17 justice.
So 7 slashing and 6 fire.
Are those not a disadvantage?
Oh,
17.
Yeah.
Are you rolling separately? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
rolling separately. Don't worry. So that's 7 slashing and 6 fire. And then you half it because you're raging.
And is...
Next one is
Resist.
going to be a 10, which misses,
Sure does. Oh,
and
boy.
another 10, which misses.
Alright, so... How much was that? Was it only 1 attack that hit? 2 attacks? 3 attacks? No, 2 attacks.
It was 1 attack that hit. Or 7 slashing,
Only one.
6 fire.
7 slashes, so... 15 damage halved.
Yep.
To what? That's... 7, right.
Remember to half the 6 fire further because you're resistant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's done already. So it's... Yeah, so it's 15 altogether, and then half just in general, because...
Okay.
He keeps trying to swing for him and Liska's just bopping it gently. No, stop that. No.
Bad.
Going to
Bad.
move over here.
No, that provokes. Come at me,
Does.
bro. He provokes an opportunity attack from me, I believe. Opa!
Bah.
Taking some magical damage.
I also just realized that for some reason I forgot, and this is a while ago, for when it attacked Grunka last time, and I added it all up, I have the fire damage. I forgot to have the slashing damage because of rage, so you took 7 less. You're 7 higher than you are now.
Right, so I basically didn't took any damage this turn.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Liska,
Follow retcon.
Yeah, it's okay, I can't math.
what you doing, Liska?
I'm just gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? That's not how this works. And I'm gonna attack.
And misses.
Attack again. That hits.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. Getting her mojo back.
Oh, full damage.
So,
Oh, get smoked.
so 20,
That is 29.
20. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then, because he happened to hit Grunka,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use a bonus action to attack again.
Okay.
With advantage. I'm sure 27 hits.
Get
Yeah.
bodied.
For 18 total.
Oh,
Make the killing blow.
I am.
So like, Liska's sit there, swings at it, like, does that thing what you see in the movies where like it lifts up his shield, but she just like bashes it down, lifts up his shield again, bashes it down, and on the third one, because it's just sitting there just like defeated, it looks up and she's just gonna bring the hammer down to hit the helmet into the body where the little tiny body is,
Yep.
and she's going to crush the helmet into the little inner body and slam it so the helmet like slams to the ground.
Okay. The entire thing just scatters. The flames scatter, and the armor that was containing the flame just also scatters across the ground. And remaining within is what you see is a small figure is left inside the armor, crushed and burned to a crisp.
Alright, now that's done, let's get the hell out of here. We really need to go, otherwise they're going to catch up with us. We should move before anything else. And no harvested bodies this time, please. Let's go.
I'm going to quickly loot the bodies.
Is combat over, by the way?
Combat is over.
Well, Sao will go to the dwarf and immediately just go grab the fucking sword thing he had.
Oh yeah, flaming sword, right?
Grunker.
Yeah.
He's not used to being hasted. He
You
doesn't
look
know how to
over-
behave.
What, you overshot or something?
Grunker.
A little bit.
You look over this burnt and ashen body, dead on the floor, and you see a very familiar type of species to you.
Oh no.
It is goblinoid, and the skin is earthen and rocky, and burnt to a crisp.
Hmm. Grunker's just kinda go down on his knees and just kinda look over the body. Just gonna. I guess we are kind of immune, like not immune, but resistant to fire damage. I guess the corpse isn't too burnt, right?
It's burnt enough, but not. It's not burned to the point where it's unrecognizable, which is probably the fire resistance of your people probably attributes to that.
Hmm. Well, the Grunker is going to basically put its arms to its side and put its legs like together, so it's like lying as straight as it can. And then he's just gonna stand there or he's gonna sit there and wait, like just looking at it.
Slowly but surely, the body begins to harden into stone.
Grug's gonna place a hand on its head. It's gonna say something in Goblin. And it's gonna get up. And he's going to put him, or he's gonna take the corpse and put it into his bag.
Okay.
Of course.
Take the
One goblin
stones.
statue.
Yeah, it's gonna take the gold statue. Yeah.
Vapnir comes over and says, "Is everyone okay?"
Not everybody. And Grunk is gonna, put the I guess now statue in the bag.
That was in the elemental?
Seems so.
What is it?
It is a child of Gex. Like me.
Oh,
Hmm.
you mean they're using your people in those?
It seems. At least this one. We are resistant to the fires of the underground. So it might be why.
Oh, Vapnir is sorry.
It is okay. life down here is not one for longevity. But yes, I will see that he gets a get a proper send off later.
Vladimir nods, kind of pats a hand on your shoulder. Vladimir thinks that we should keep going. Don't want to attract any more of these people.
Yeah, agreed. Don't know if anyone heard all that fight we just did. You heard the first lot. Can I see anything down this tunnel, Jenner?
Make a perception check.
Because fucking. That was a roll with a bunch of accidents. That's 13.
13. You don't see any movement down the tunnel. No fiery lights. Nothing you can make out.
Okay. These pieces of fire elemental armor, you said they just sort of scattered?
Yeah.
How big are they?
They're quite big. Liska could probably wear them, but they would need to be like refitted. They probably wouldn't.
Are they dark?
They appear to be a combination of obsidian and dark iron. Best you can tell.
That's complicated. I was going to sort of look at briefly.
Yeah, they're probably not meant for humanoid bodies.
Well, whatever they got down here, they got enough skill and labour to pull off a lot of things. This armor's not easy to do by the look of it. There was some magic fuckery with goblins and fire and... Best we keep moving. I am going to grab... Obviously they're some a bit too chunky to put in the bag, so whatever does fit in the bag, I'll quickly just pop in.
You can probably just about fit the helmet in there, but that's about it.
Sure. This is just gonna get fucking repurposed later. So.
Okay, I'll bring us back to the main map. Oh, that was a thing. I wasn't expecting that to go the way it did.
Smoothly?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of probably expected us to leave once we saw reinforcements come.
Banishment is a bitch.
Indeed, it is.
Fun, man.
It's. I mean, you didn't have to fight them in the same thing, so it's that was a clutch move.
Didn't have to fight them at all.
But, in the end, fuck those guys. That was a good use of my banishment. I'm gonna toot my own horn on that. Would have been even better if that fucker didn't bullshit a weapon out. If I was only just another square back, he could have licked my nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It was really that was such a fucking clutch thing.
Yeah.
I know that was a
That's
very
just not
well
over.
thought out play.
Yeah.
I want to say props to you for just firing off that spiel about I will make your friend disappear and then fucking doing it.
I'll make him disappear, and then we'll kill you.
All
I
right.
don't make bluffs. I make promises.
No, this is where you die. Okay, you did. You chose the hard way. Remember that.
Yeah. And the survival check towards him as well was just like, oh, he's just right there. Okay.
Oh, he's right there.
I do want
I
to
can
roll
just-
the dwarf body into the water.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what you doing?
Surprised Pikachu when it happens, just like, what?
Yeah, let's
Oh.
thoroughly loot him before we roll him in the water. He couldn't
Sure.
have intel.
Go ahead and
I
make
already took the sword, but I haven't looted the body for anything else.
Yeah. Let's loot the body.
Okay.
I'm gonna field strip the body with the survival check.
If you're
I'm just kidding.
How much for the deep dwarf ears? I bet a lot
so
now.
who's checking the body specifically?
I think either Sour or Vellum.
Yeah, they're the good lookers.
Yeah, who's the wise people? Yeah, who's the perceptive ones? I think it's.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
Vellum.
Sal's the best.
Well, this would be an
Vellum has
investigation
been-
check.
This is more of an
Notably
investigation.
preoccupied.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
still be sound.
If it's an investigation, well,
I have a plus.
to be fair, I did say that I wanted to loot him.
Yeah,
But
you
at the
did
same
initiate
time-
that. So
I mean, I'm fine to do investigation.
Yeah, so, Arja, you go ahead and make an investigation check.
Since I have this prepared ahead, I am casting Bless on myself.
You also have advantage if other people
Or guidance,
are helping
excuse
you.
me. Yeah, if anyone wants to help me too.
I'd likely help since I'm already doing so, since I have
Cool.
the sword.
We'll go through things. I'll separate weapons, magical items, and stuff like that for Sal. And any intel information and clues and stuff like that will go to me.
Alright.
So here you go. 24.
24, good. You do find
Thanks
on
for
him,
the aid.
Yeah. You do find on him what looks like a small way gem. Freshly made.
Oh, he's got a little personal transponder.
Maybe this is what they use with the waystones to get around.
That's maybe that's why it was so wonky for her. We don't really know that, but I'll hold that up in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Best you can tell, this thing is freshly made and freshly carved.
Nice. Is it the size of the ones that Liska was cheating about, or is it a small, like,
It seems of
pocket
similar
variant?
size. It seems of similar size.
Similar size? So maybe this is a replacement.
Maybe.
Maybe. Is there any other information, paper / tablet carvings, any intel?
There does seem to be a few papers, more like notes that seem to. How would I explain this? It seems to depict tell about battles that have been going on just to the southeast of here.
Okay. Cool.
But that's
I'll remember
about
that.
it.
Let me write that down.
There appears to be orders for reinforcements after the battle has subsided. Best you can tell, reading over these, there's an air of urgency to replace the broken to replace the broken way gems that have been stolen and get some sort of fortification to the north up and running.
Again, just proof of Liska doing something very good. If you can disrupt communications and transportation ways, you can wreak a lot of havoc.
Yep. I mean that's what they do in warfare. Like go for the radio towers and stuff like that.
About to say, we fucked up more railroads than we did military camps.
So what are you guys doing?
World War days. Does it look like we've gotten everything of note off of him?
It definitely seems that way, yes.
Okay, cool.
Is the armor magical or just standard dark?
You don't know.
Oh, well, is it dark iron? Because I'm going to take it otherwise.
It appears to be dark iron.
Anything I can put in the bag, I will. So how much can it fit?
You could probably fit. You can probably fit the helmet, the pauldrons, the gauntlets, and that's about it, really.
Basically, helmet, pauldrons, gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to track weight so you don't accidentally rupture your bag.
Yeah, I'm going to need the weights for those at some point, Jenner.
Oh, right, okay.
Right now.
So
Why not just get a suit of armor for the sake of...
just suit of armor for the sake of weight.
Actually, what kind of armor is it? Because then you can just use the weight from the PHP.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
This would be plate
armor.
Is
it plate? Okay.
Okay.
I'll grab a weight for that.
Cool.
Check it against my numbers. Carry on. So,
alright. Well, if there's no information, if he doesn't have any important, or no other information, if he doesn't have any important keys, if he does not have wealth on him, travel foods.
About 50 gold, 50 gold of coins. You also find a bag of 15 rations.
All right.
And that's
Those
it.
coins. And take some of those rations. 15. I'll take 5 and leave.
Okay.
10 for the party.
Oh, I haven't even reached half my bag of Holland camp. I'm good.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Nice. The rations.
Alright. That'll be something to supplement the good berries. Cool. Awesome. If that's the case,
Great berries.
if there's nothing left that we want on them, I'll scorch them to make it harder to identify them, and then we can shove them in the river like Vellum suggested.
Okay.
Assuming Sal's done.
Yeah, if there's no other sort of outright magical looking items on him, then yeah, we done.
Oh, we can take a look at what I've got later and see. But right now,
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I want to know this, and I want to know this now. I'm gonna cast fucking Identify using a spell slot on this blade, because
Sure.
it's been bugging me.
Sure.
Okay.
So you begin to cast Identify. This appears to be a. Let me double check.
Was it like a flame tongue or something? What do they call it?
Flame Tongue would likely be my guess, but we haven't seen its damage, so I don't know.
It's true. He never actually used it.
No, he didn't.
You didn't get to.
No.
It did surge with magical fire. It could be a normalized weapon that he probably was a forge cleric.
Yeah, this
Gave
is
it fire.
best you can tell. This is a normal longsword, a dark iron longsword.
Yeah.
Motherfucker trick.
Cool. Alright, I'm done and good if you're done and good. We can get this guy the fuck away. Give him a little prayer, set him on fire, give him the divine sacred flame cremation. Congratulations. You're an evangelist now.
Okay. Set fire to him, shove him into the river, and he courses around. He kind of courses around the bend, and he dips down beneath the wall. Gets a little bit stuck, but he's plenty submerged enough that no one might notice him.
And he's dead. There's your little funeral trumpet. Alright.
Okay.
Do you
so,
prestidigitate or thaumaturgy the little trumpet?
Sure. But I make the sound with my mouth. I prestidigitate a tiny holy trumpet while I make the sound with my mouth, which you cannot see because of the mask. So it's a shitty sounding trumpet.
Man, all I can imagine is Algorius having a kazoo.
Just a little magical kazoo appears in front of his head. He's not even holding it, but it's just in front of the lips of his mask, and it's just like.
Are you continuing on?
Yeah, but I think it's a pause point because Film had to get up to get a drink of water.
No,
in
I'm
the
back.
bathroom.
I literally just got back.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Might be a good get to a pause point though because we're approaching time.
Yeah, it's 22.
Well,
We're got like what?
hang on. Just wanna leave this off on a note.
Okay. Yeah, well let's get to that note.
Let's go.
So you come to left and right. Where do you want to go?
Oh, look at the map. Left leads. So, this is something that we were discussing. Right leads to where that X is.
It's a ways up, but yeah, it does lead up to where that fortification is, which is where I thought we were going at first.
Left leads to the question mark, the worm
Yes.
tunnel that leads to the question mark. So,
Yes.
do you want to check where the fortification is, or do you want to see what the question mark is?
Can we find a little tunnel that's somewhere safe or rest for a minute? Maybe spend some hit die. Because I know I'm half health.
Short rests. I mean,
Yeah.
just an hour, just cleaning up. I don't mind that.
I think for
Yeah,
a moment
being
we should go
careful.
left. There's like a small tunnel here. Better duck into somewhere that's a bit more out of the way.
I would agree on
You're
that.
the one with the map. I'll trust you. Just, I'd like to be somewhere a little bit more secure. Easier for you to guard, and I can keep watch as well.
Yeah, I need to sit down.
All right.
You should let me tend to some of your wounds right quick.
Headed into the tunnel towards the left. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. We go left into that tunnel that moves towards the arrow, but not going all the way down, just enough so that we're out of sight. Then we're going to try and have a short rest.
Right, so the cavern begins to open up into a larger cave. The it's big. It begins to get hard to see where the walls are, but you keep to the left wall for the meantime, and continue on down into the cave, into the tunnel rather.
Why must this map be so big? Because I feel like every time I look away from the screen, I look back, we haven't moved a fucking inch.
We're not going too
Yeah.
far in there, we're just going far
Yeah.
enough to be safely resting.
Yeah. So you do come to what appears to be, as you know, Arja's light coming, lighting away. You do come to what appears to be these sort of a thick barrier of thick and strong web.
Well, let's not
Oh, hey.
rest directly in front of the web, but let's back up a bit. It's good to know that only one side is mainly open.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like 10, 15, 20 feet away from that should do. Anyone?
There you go.
Nice safe distance from either end that we can just squat.
Okay.
Alright. Get a short rest on.
All right. So
Right.
go ahead and spend some hit die.
So, since our last long rest, we haven't actually really had an encounter before, right?
Aside from the one we just had, yeah.
Yeah, so we hadn't had an encounter before that. Good, then I can heal people if they want. Cause it's a short rest.
Yeah, I was gonna heal up Velm a little bit.
I can actually just do well with hit die because of reasons.
Alright, I'll heal myself
I'm at
a little
61
bit.
already. I had like 1 or 2 hit die, so better to save the resources. Because you can only use one of those healing kit things per long rest, right?
Nope, short rest.
Yeah, well, fucking go for it then, I guess.
Alright, let's see. Let me try this and see if it works, because I set it up before. Hey, you healed for 13.
And that will put me at camp.
Anyone else want some?
Do you have to make a check for it?
Nope.
70.
It's just pure health.
Oh, and you can
Okay,
disable
I'm 2 health points away from maximum, so I'm good.
Anyone else want some
if
healing?
you want to, I don't want to force you to expend that resource, but if you
I
want
like-
to, I will
Sure.
happily take one.
That's
Do you need any healing?
13. A little. That's it. So that's 13. Don't bother the crits.
Okay.
I am at full.
Another 13. I think that's right. Yeah, I rolled 2 on both of them.
47.
Maximum.
I'm gonna heal myself as well. So 15.
Do you need more life?
Hang on. I'm just gonna add this up. 61 plus 15. 76. Yeah, I could use some topping off. I'm like 76 out of 92.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
more topic.
Okay,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Anyone else need some healing?
No, but
Nah, I'm full. I haven't been touched.
Yeah.
Same.
Audio.
Did you heal yourself any with the healer's kit, Gravio?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a 15.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting. You're breaking out the surgery kit, and Roger is very surprised with that, but he's got the holy magic.
Yeah.
So he'll offer to help you if you're fine for him to give you a little prayer. He says he can heal you.
Sure. Why not?
And a little interaction in there. I heard you mention to that other goblin something about was it Gek? Was it Gork?
Gek.
Gek?
Yeah.
Is that like a religious figure to you? So father?
No, it's a bit complicated, actually. We don't really have religion to that extent. It's more of a saint, I guess. Like,
More of a a what now?
yeah, you know, like a very important historical figure that is the reason why
Ah, yes, a
we
saint.
are, why we are, us. It's kind of like that. It's not necessarily a religion, but more of a virtue.
I see. I think I understand exactly what you mean.
I hope so.
Well, then, if that is the case, Grunka,
Yeah.
I then pray for the spirit of cooperation between the forces of your Gek and our heavenly body. Perhaps the two of us together can serve a divine purpose in each of our own regards, and come to understand each other better along the way. And he's gonna hold out a little gold hand. That's not right.
Dramatic speech, wrong spell.
Well, for some reason it's not letting me do higher levels.
That's weird.
This is the sad big brain, maybe spell card, because it's listed as an attack for some reason. Let me just big brain. No,
Hold on, just a moment. Just a second.
this doesn't normally happen. My staff had some water in it.
Wait, so you're trying to cure wounds?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for some
they're
reason
higher
it's not
level.
upcasting. Even when I selected it, it's not upcasting. Cast ability, spell,
We tried
auto
up
attacks.
You tried turning it off and on
Back.
again.
Yes. Ability mod healing. Okay. It's 1 D8. Come on. I dragged and dropped you from the compendium. You should work.
Scree.
My God.
I guess you just have to roll it manually.
I don't know why this isn't working. I swear this doesn't normally happen.
It's pretty weird.
Are you
Yeah,
having
the-
performance issues?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not in after all.
It's
It's alright. My
1D8.
five
I don't know. This should be working.
my Firefox just crashed. I opened my task manager and it crashed as well.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh no! Oh, let me reload my tab. Maybe my sheet's fucked and not updating something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where's your god now?
Fucking. Obviously not here.
Cookie spook.
Why is
By
Cranky
fancy man's
spooky?
word.
It's more like, you know, when you're talking to someone and like you don't really know them too well, and then they start going really heavy religious with you, and you're just like,
Have you heard of our
Okay.
Lord and Savior, the Holy Body?
and you're like, okay, I kind of wish I was somewhere else right now.
Fun fact: my dad
that?
had that kind of experience once when we went to the movies. A guy literally wanted to pray for him just because he was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
I had that at a fucking game dev, not a convention. It's what's the other word? Festival. And they had like a big marquee set up with a bunch of demos and shit. This was about when Skyward Sword was coming out.
Are you not able to just manually kind of type it in?
I'm just gonna manually do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's something you could check out some other time.
Yes.
They had some guy walk right to the middle and start talking about how Christmas is taking away from Christ and all that business. So everyone just kind of ignored him, and it was super awkward.
Religion's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean they stole the holiday from fucking pagans. So I don't
Well,
know about what they're saying.
They're fucking there.
Before we start tipping
There
our
you
fedoras anymore.
I have a
plan.
spell and a sheet just for this. It doesn't work.
Hey, max HP.
Fucking damn it.
What level did you cast that at?
All of them. Wonder if it's cast at max level.
Right.
Yes.
I mean,
Fourth.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's like a tome warlock, so you know.
Just
Uh,
it'd be
how-
it'd be
so-
max
I'm
by
pretty sure.
default. I threw
How-
some sort of class restriction.
How long are you how long are you guys resting here for?
An
hour.
An hour.
Okay.
Short rest, usual time. We'll be keeping watch, but we're not gonna have time now. I was gonna have a brief tit-a-tat with a couple of people, including Vladimir and Liska, but that can be done for next session.
All right. So
Be nice.
go ahead and roll
RP.
your hit dice before we stop.
I'm at max, and I still have 10 HP.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm basically full.
I'm surprised I didn't lose that 10 HP
So-
during the fight.
Within the cold stone tunnels, slight breeze bristling through the webbing to the north, and the exit of the worm tunnel to the south. You rest here for a good hour before you begin to think about heading out again. With that, we shall end it here.
Yay.
Combat heavy
That's what
session.
one.
Wasn't expecting everything to kick off like that. Taking out time
Yeah.
to take off most of the session.
Yeah. Well, you know, just proves that you can't plan anything in D&D.
Yep.
But yeah, some pretty funny moments today.
Yes. Like Liska not hitting any attacks.
Yeah.
That sucked, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be
Another
like that.
session for this guy.
But hey, she got like
She got a
Against
crit
the-
eventually.
yeah against the Myrmidon, she was good, but up to that point, it was just like, why am I here?
Yeah, she was just hammering against the fucking roper.
Might be a
Why
tank,
are
but she
we
can't
here?
hit for
To
shit.
be fair, have you ever tried to kill an octopus by bashing its tentacles with a hammer? It doesn't seem easy.
Yeah,
Well, I
kinda-
mean, that was only the first. That was only like the first part. That was only the first attacks. Every other attack missed against his fucking body. But hey, at least at the end, she made it so Grunka didn't get hit as often.
Yeah. Positives, negatives?
can't really think about anything. It was pretty fun. I don't think... Yeah, I didn't really have any problems, at least.
I had a problem, but it wasn't with how you ran the game.
Okay.
Is it with me talking too fucking much?
Huh?
Is it with me talking too fucking much?
What? No. What the fuck? No.
No, I mean, yeah.
It's just the every fucking Dwargar we come across turning invisible. I mean, it.
Decorations.
But yeah, like I said, I understand. It doesn't mean it isn't fucking annoying. Like, yeah.
You can blame Wizard of the Coast for that one.
This is slippery, boys.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it makes
at
total
some point in
sense.
time, you just need a wizard. Like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here, and I'm gonna hold my action every single round to cast Fairy Fire. And one of these fuckers go invisible. Like, as soon as he goes invisible, poof, just Fairy Fire. Just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah. It was also just... It was like, honestly, like a smart move to not have him run away, because we didn't actually expect him to just walk towards us.
Yeah, that was actually hilarious that, like, you saw
Yeah,
his
big brain
footprints
plays.
come right up in front of Liska. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Ah.
he's right there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, had you not broken his concentration on the invisibility, I would have, if effectively, I would have had him kind of go around Liska, and then cast inflict wounds on Aja.
Right, that was your plan.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds, spooky.
That is a pretty big oof.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever get consumed by a fucking, well, acid cube or something, gelatinous cube, and you're a cleric, inflict wounds.
You can't miss. It's literally all around.
Yep.
Funny story about that, I actually missed once doing that, even with advantage.
Oh,
I imagine it's less about actually missing it and more like trying to get your hand up to some sort of point where you can actually spread your hand and cast it.
Yeah.
I wasted a 6th level spell slot on that or whatnot, so...
Yeah, rip.
Oh well.
But yeah,
positive for me. You get in better at doing the keeping an eye on the chat for questions and prompts, which is important because sometimes people will have questions or little teeny character things that may need to be addressed. And you don't want to interrupt the current flow of things, especially if it's combat.
Yeah.
You'd be good. I saw a question was answered there, and it was like you were like boom in there instantly. So good that you're getting used to doing that more. Interesting use of enemies. That boy would have been a problem if he had stuck around, but because of Aja, fuck him.
Crowd
Negative.
control spells, man. Good shit.
I also like that I got hasted. That was fun. I literally never get
Got to
hasted.
run around like a coke addict.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even in other games do I get hasted. I never
I mean,
get hasted.
haste on the fighter is just what you do.
I wouldn't know.
Inappropriate touching, though.
Butt stab.
Inappropriate gender. But no, negative. This is sort of a global negative, myself included. Combat. We need to get our shit together a bit more. There was a lot of and an and kerfuffle and guffaws, and that did take up session as a result.
I'm quite limited in my options, but I do try and think of something creatively. Except when I figure out a solution to something, I don't have the required materials for it, which is practically on me.
Well, sometimes
Are
you
they
just
consumed?
use gun or use crossbow, and there you go. It doesn't always have to be a dramatic thing about. I mean, I know it's easy coming from me. It's just like knowing what to do ahead of time does make the session flow a bit better with combat. I made mistakes in that. Well, I didn't shut my fucking mouth for a good part of the start of the session, and I kept interrupting. Negative for me.
So, speaking of the voice chat, by the way, There is like options to change the bitrate. Is there anything you guys think we should do or try?
For what reason?
No, you know, if someone has, because it says here if someone has a poor connection, the call might be a bit wonky for them. Because right now, like 64 kps is like the standard, and now we have like 180. So I just wondered if you guys think that would be a good idea. You guys aren't having any troubles with call or anything.
No,
Like
I'm
people
doing fine.
No worries on my
That's
end.
pretty good.
Yeah, no people cutting out or anything.
Nope. No pops or anything like that since you got the new headset.
Yeah.
Everything's going good.
You're
Okay,
real good
good.
on the mic.
What?
Hey, Jenner.
Yeah.
What song is this? Guild Wars Living... Okay, it's from the actual Roll20. Okay.
Any others? No.
No, I think... I mean, I greatly enjoyed the session. Can't think of anything. I just thought it was hilarious timing. It's just like... I know, I think the...
I was
they're young
waiting
dude.
for the right moment.
Suddenly, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's like, that was magnifique.
Yeah, it was good.
It's just like, oh yeah, like those.
The younger ropers they tend to da da da. Oh yeah, they do that.
Oh yes, practice was on.
I was waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, that was the right moment.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to change it up a bit.
Actually, I have a question about that. So, I assume their attack is a surprise attack, right?
Yeah.
And technically like a stealth sneak attack, right?
With advantage.
Right. So if that would happen to Gronka, I don't think it would have been. It wouldn't really have worked, right? Because of danger sense and stuff like that.
You'd have to see it coming.
Yeah, but it also means that they can't actually get surprised.
Yeah, you can.
Just, I think so. Wasn't it? I thought it says that you can't be surprised.
No, there's a barbarian ability that says if you're not surprised, you there's like, hold on. I know there is a barbarian ability that's just like you get advantage. Yeah, feral instinct.
Right. Oh, I also have that.
If you aren't surprised, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat and not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn. But you have to enter a rage before you do anything else.
Right, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any skittles, or shall I stop for streaming and recording here?
I thought it was fun. I actually don't have any big things to say.
No, it's just a long combat
Great session
session.
overall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Long combat session against high AC enemies.
Things went wrong. Things went. You guys,
I think
you
I
had
don't-
to take that route, really.
Yeah, like one thing I do have to add, actually, in hindsight, and more is in addition to a previously said thing. I don't think there was a lot of ums and ahs. There were some circumstances. Well, I'll admit, I was looking at a spell and I'm trying to math things out. And like, is this really worth it? You know, remembering these guys are marks and stuff like that. But like, all in all, we've done a lot worse. I think it's just a state of we had to figure out mechanics because there's weird grappling rules and ranges.
Yeah.
That was just spontaneously developing problems. Everybody pretty much knew what they wanted to do. They executed it pretty darn well. Yeah. Fucking sea levels. So I think we did very well. The only reason that took so long is because and we fucking sucked on our rolls. That's just how it goes, you know. If everybody rolls low and the enemies spread their damage out or focus a tank they can't ever hit, then things are just going to be prolonged by nature, you know. It's just
That was kind of like the fucking opposite day. Vellum was rolling well, and everyone else was rolling badly. The shit.
Yeah. Well, Grunka rolled pretty well.
Yeah, Grunka did good. Got 2 crits
yeah,
at least.
Grunka was good.
Yeah.
There was
I
one
have to
tiny
say-
negative. Sorry, Cole.
Go ahead.
One tiny negative. I don't know who has control of the POG, but it felt like pathing was decided for us before we actually really did anything. Like, I don't know who has control of the POG, if it's Jen or if it's one of us, but we were moving along a path, and then I expected there to be like, okay, which way do you want to go? And instead, we just sort of moved down a tunnel. Because at first I thought we were like, okay, well, are we going to the fortress? That seemed like the next stop or that's closest to us. And then we're going south, and then we're going further south, and I didn't know if anyone had any input on that.
I wasn't controlling it. Was anybody else?
I wasn't, but we did specifically say that, like, we were initially, I think at the end of last session, we were wondering if we were going to go, at some point in the last session, we were wondering if we were going to go up to the fortress or to the question mark, and we decided we were going to question mark, and that's why we were on the specific path that we were. And then it got brought up, and we're like, no, let's go to the question mark first. And so that's that. We were like, north-south, we're going south. And then I was putting arrows down to where we would go. And I think that's why we followed that direction into the...
It was just confusing at first because, I mean, yes, even if we decided to go down that way, it sort of took a lot of agency out of our hands. It's like, okay, well, where do you want to go from here? Well, maybe there's something down here that we want to... Maybe we want to go this way.
Yeah, but I think that's more a repercussion of us planning ahead. You lose the agency of the in-the-moment decision by premeditating what route you want to take before.
Okay, as long as I know that there was actual, it was based on our decisions, not just...
I'm pretty sure that's something we decided. I don't think Jenner just did that or somebody took the wheel.
No. I'm just going where you wanted to plan to go, basically.
I think that's the best. And honestly, in these situations, I think it's best Janner moves us, because Janner can say, okay, you stop here, and then a check happens, rather than we drag across and he has to drag us back.
Yeah.
Or we all start dragging the POG and it glitches out, or...
That's my...
You know how it goes.
I guess as long as there's a...
Drag the POG to somewhere we're not meant to be and see something, and then...
Yeah, that's my line of thinking.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
a good one.
Just wanted to know what the thought process was and what was going on.
So, yeah, I think a really positive way to lead into your very, very valid critique is we should reiterate frequently our plans and make sure they still hold valid, given our new circumstances and informations. So that way everybody is aware what the plan is, where we're going, and making sure we're all still on the same page of wanting to do that.
Yeah. Because in my brain, because looking at the Gab's tracking map here, we came in like in a southward motion to a cross section. I figured we were just going to hang a right and then go straight up to the fortress, which was closer, because we did talk about going to the fortress last session. I don't remember the whole thing. Then we went down. I was like, okay, well, we're going here now. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were gonna go...
Yeah, we were going to follow the worm path all the way down to where it swings back up into where
that's
to where we are now.
That's what I recall last time.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's my fault.
Yeah, the only reason
I
we
haven't
stopped
been
was
looking at
because,
the maps because I didn't
saw
have a
the near
map.
button of the dwarf.
Okay.
I kind of like that you don't look at the map if you don't have the map. I understand there's some inconveniences as a player, but I also like the interaction of the player of I don't really know where we're going or what the layout is, and I have to rely on our navigators, and that's kind of fun.
See, while I'm not aware of exactly where I am, I do like having the map so I can, out of character, keep it, or try and figure out where I'm based on.
Yeah, I understand that.
That's
That's a completely valid thing. But at the same time, this is just a counterpoint, not necessarily that it's the right point. But it's also quite fun at times to not know where you are and to be engulfed in a world of mystery and have to rely on your specialists to do all that navigating for you.
Yeah, that's
at least my logic.
Sure, I'm not about to just sort of say, "Oh, well, we should have gone this way."
That's what I'm trying to get across here. You know, if you've got specialists in this group who kind of specialize in navigating and maps like Grunker, so I want to capitalize on that, make them feel a bit special. That's all.
Oh yeah, I'd never act on information in character that I know out of character anyway. I'm just saying, out of character, it's good to have that sort of...
Yeah.
It's good. I have the map image of the Vladimir map, It's like, okay, cool, we must be about here or something because of the layout, or maybe we're down here, sort of thing that I can follow without feeling like I'm just sort of sitting there staring at a lot of black and out moon and fog.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
get you on that too.
That's why I like to look at the map.
Yeah,
Like,
I
as you-
think that's
As I said, like Liska didn't really do much while we were moving. It was only after we stopped. We're like, so there's this weird trap potential thing. Like, what can we do to go around it? And then at that point in time, it's easy to conjecture that we're all looking at the map.
I think that was just basically a bag 'em and tag 'em trap. Those taut wires were just gonna go zoop, grab the corners, and then we'd end up all wrapped up in a big tunnel. Anyway, any other positives, negatives of Gen Instagram?
Alright then. I will stop here. 3, 2, 1.